Every Raising Cane's chicken finger is marinated, battered by hand, and cooked to order to perfection. We don't have heat lamps, because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Nick DeLuca. LeBron James ringing the bell, heading to Philadelphia, signing a 2-year, $8 million deal with the Sixers. Will join his 4th NBA team, searching for a 5th NBA title, entering his 24th NBA season, releasing a media statement saying it'll be his last decision and that he believes he can help make the Sixers a championship team. Thought last year might have been his last, but that he truly loves the game and has more to give. Inside the NBA is Charles Barkley weighing in.
But now I think, obviously, since the Sixers got Jalen, I think the Sixers are probably going to be the favorite in the East. But I got, other than trying to catch Michael Jordan, I see no reason, because he has no natural affiliation to Philly. None. Zero.
Barkley on ESPN. Cleveland Sixers looking for their first title since 1983. In college hoops, December 21st non-conference game between Duke and Michigan called off this morning was originally scheduled to be played at Madison Square Garden.
If you run a small business, you've got to try Gusto. Get unlimited payroll runs and get your payroll taxes filed automatically. Offer health insurance, 401k, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
That's right.
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. It's AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
You're a loser, Matt.
Shut up, kid. Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
You, sir. And Mr. Toby Topley. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Terrio, 1 hour from right now. Back in studio. Thrilled to be here. Let us begin as we do every single day.
It's time to pop the top on another edition of AFR with Bud Light. Drink easy.
Well, SEC football media days in the rear view mirror. Talking season just about wrapped up. I'm getting ready to tee it up, kick it off here in a little more than a month. LSU will open up fall camp on August the 5th. They'll report the 4th, and they'll open up practice on the 5th. I don't know if those dates have been announced yet, but that's what it's expected to be. So a little more than a week away from the Tigers being out on the field preparing for the maiden voyage of the Lane Kiffin era. And with SEC Media Days wrapping up, there's always one more piece of business, and the media the assembled media this year in Tampa, is asked to pick the champion, predict the order of finish, and choose the preseason all-conference teams. So the assembled media, their media days, every credentialed member gets an email ballot. They submit it, and then on Friday after media days, they release it. So this is how it looks. The SEC media has chosen Georgia as the champion for this coming season. Georgia received 88 votes. Texas was next with 57 votes. These are first-place votes, right? Votes to win the SEC. So Georgia, 88, Texas, 57, followed by Ole Miss with 6 votes. Texas A&M with 5, Bama with 3, Oklahoma and LSU 2 apiece, and Kentucky with 1 vote because some poor hapless soul picked Kentucky. and I think that poor hapless soul was on Sports Today earlier because Bruce Marshall was talking to Hannah Griffin, said he was the one who picked Kentucky. And I can confirm I saw Bruce at SEC Media Days, and he was wearing a Kentucky shirt. Well, one day, and then another day he was wearing a Texas shirt. I don't know why.
Spreading the love.
That's what he does.
Spreading the love, man. It's Brucey.
I did hear Bruce say to Hannah Griff that he picked Kentucky because, well, like last year nobody had Indiana. I'm like, okay. Anyway, few observations here. Most notably, I think what for our audience, what we'd be most concerned about is what did the media say about LSU? And I'm going to give you the caveat here in just a moment that I always do whenever we do this every single year. But they had LSU 5th. I'm not going to bury the lead or make you wait on it. They had LSU 5th, so the exact order of finish as the media predicted it. Here you go. Georgia 1, like we mentioned. Texas 2. Ole Miss 3. More on that in a second. Followed by Texas A&M, LSU 5. Alabama 6, Oklahoma, Tennessee. That's the top 8. Draw a line, bottom half of the league, Florida 9, Missouri 10, South Carolina 11, Auburn 12, Vanderbilt 13, and the bottom 3, Kentucky, Mississippi State, and Arkansas. That's how the media projected the SEC to finish. Now, if you followed our coverage this week at SEC Media Days, one of the things that really struck me is it's pretty apparent. There are 8 teams in the conference who all fancy themselves as a playoff team this year. Georgia and Texas are the obvious ones at the top. Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Bama, Oklahoma, they were all in the playoff a year ago. Alabama or LSU's got Lane Kiffin. They spent $50 million on this roster. Think they'll got a shot to be in there. And then Tennessee was in 2 years ago, backslid last season, and the expectation is they get back in this year. So you got 8 programs in this conference that all think they're going to the playoff. And I got news for you, Coach. The SEC ain't getting 8 teams in. So you're going to have a bunch of really disappointed people among that group. The question is, how will that group sort of materialize throughout the course of a 9-game conference schedule? Now, I told you there was a caveat that I want to throw out that I throw out every year whenever we talk about this. There are over 1,000 credentialed media members at Media Days. And some of them are Radio Row, some are TV folks, some are national writers, some are local market. Some just come for one day, the day the school they cover is taking their turn, and then they leave. But you have roughly 1,000 people credentialed for SEC Football Media Days, and every credentialed media member gets a ballot. 164 votes were cast. So roughly 1 out of every 10 people bothered to fill out the ballot. It's not like this is exactly a gigantic representative sample size of all of the media that was there at SEC Media Days this week. So just as a for instance, and that is part of the reason why this has annually been a comedy of errors for the media. Ever since the SEC went to divisions in 1992, they've done this exercise where they let the media vote for the preseason all-conference team or to finish champion. In 34 tries, the media has correctly predicted the conference champion 10 times. 10 out of 34. And by the way, but for Nick Saban's dynastic run at Alabama, that number would be a lot lower. It started to normalize a bit because they just pick Alabama every year, and Saban would mostly oblige. So you only had 164 votes, and the media never gets this right. So condolences to Georgia. It's probably not going to go your way. Although I do think it's a really chalky pick and probably a good pick with Georgia and Texas there at the top. So what I like to do is sort of compare and contrast what the media said to what the odds makers say. And I put a lot more stock in the odds makers than I do in the assembled media there, the 164 souls that actually chose to fill out the ballot in Tampa. And honestly, it might have been more, except for the Wi-Fi there at the Water Street Marriott was atrocious, and maybe a lot of people couldn't get their ballot submitted because of that. So our friends over at DraftKings have Georgia plus 260 as the favorite. Texas plus 310 next. So the media and the odds makers are in lockstep there, Georgia, Texas. Then a giant drop-off. A&M, Bama, LSU, plus 850, plus 850, plus 900. They're all neck and neck right there. This is the big disagreement. It's Ole Miss. Remember, the media has Ole Miss third. The media picked Ole Miss third. The odds makers have Ole Miss sixth, and a distant sixth. And I'm going to tell you, that is my contention and will continue to be my contention about Ole Miss. I'm not a hater. I'm not wishing ill upon them, although I do wish ill upon them. I don't want them to be good. I don't want other schools in the SEC to be good. It's not exclusively to Ole Miss. It is my firmly held contention that there is no sport in the world where coaching matters more than football. And our buddy Brooks Austin, the film guy, if you heard our great interview with him earlier this week, he had a great line where he's talking about Kiffin. He used to whistle to get guys, his quarterback's attention to try to signal in a play change. Now with helmet comm, he just puts the mic down. He talks to him until there's 12 seconds left on the play clock. That matters. You don't think it matters? How about Jake Peets trying to run the Joe Brady offense? How about Joe Sloan replacing Mike Denbrock, being promoted from within? How about the Philadelphia Eagles? They win a Super Bowl, Kellen Moore leaves. Same cast of characters, offense isn't as good. You can't tell me that coaching and play calling doesn't matter. So, yes, I think even though Trinidad Chambliss and Kejuan Lacey are back, and they're outstanding football players, you can't remove the maestro, the puppet master, and not expect a drawback. It was the same conversation I had about Alabama when Nick Saban walked out the door. Yes, they had a very talented roster, and they were going to win games. They were just never going to be at the level they were, and that has certainly proven and come to fruition. So that's the big disparity there. Media has Ole Miss third. Odds makers have Ole Miss sixth. Oklahoma is seventh, Tennessee eighth, and distant seventh and eighth, and then you figure out the rest of the league there at the bottom, however it may fall out. I'll give you mine. I'll give you my projected order of finish, all right? This is how I think it goes, all right? I'll write it down. We can mark it. I'll put it out there. If I'm wrong at the end of the season, laugh at me. I'll tell you the one team I got wrong last year was Oklahoma. I way devalued Oklahoma a year ago, and they ended up making the college football playoff. And I overvalued LSU. LSU's number one portal class, Nussmeier returning the whole deal. I overvalued LSU a season ago. So here you go. Here's my order of finish for 2026. I have Texas winning the SEC. I think they're the most talented team, a veteran quarterback, good coach, all that sort of stuff. And I have Georgia second. So I flip what the media and the odds makers say. I have Texas 1, Georgia 2. I have Oklahoma 3. One of my biggest takeaways, I think Oklahoma might have the best defense in college football. John Mateer back. If they are 20% better on offense, I think that is a legitimate national championship contending team. I think the schedule is what prevents them from getting to Atlanta. But I have Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma. I have LSU fourth, and then Texas A&M. I think A&M is the team this year with all of the losses on both lines of scrimmage that probably takes a micro step back. So Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma, LSU, A&M, then I have Ole Miss. I have Ole Miss 6 like the odds makers do. And then I go Tennessee, Bama, 7-8. The back half of the league, Missouri, Auburn, who that's another one of the teams that I am probably higher on than most other people. And maybe this is a product of watching Kurt Cignetti go from JMU to Indiana and bring so many JMU players and just hit the ground running because there was consistency and expectation and execution. Having Byron Brown there with Alex Golish, I think Auburn could be an 8-win team. I think that's their ceiling, but I think they can get to 8. Florida, Vanderbilt, 12. Then Mississippi State, Kentucky, South Carolina, Arkansas. I am very down on South Carolina. I don't believe in Lenora Sellers. I don't believe in Shane Beamer. I'll be interested with Kendall Briles coming in as offensive coordinator to see if that offense can be better. But I just think that they're staring down the barrel of a 5-7 season, and are likely going to end up there at the bottom of the league and firing Shane Beamer. So there's my projected order of finish for the SEC this year. All right, it's after further review. We're glad to have you with us. Our show open every day is brought to you by Bud Light. Drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light, the official beer of AFR, the official beer of your Fighting Tigers of LSU. By the way, we got them here with us, the new purple Bud Light aluminum bottles and cans are available in stores all over the market. We are getting ready for football season. did an awesome job with the design. You want the 20 16-ounce bottles or the suitcase of the 12-ounce cans. You can find the officially licensed LSU Bud Light cans all over right now. So drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light, the official beer of your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Okay, we're going to knock out a quick break. When we come back, I do also want to get to the preseason all-conference team, which the media voted on, and some of the standouts from our week in Tampa at SEC Football Media Days. We recap all of that. Terrio in 45 minutes. It's AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
AFR.
Want to feel your best? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness can help. Visit yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. Hormone replacement therapy, peptide therapy, dozens of different peptides. You hear people promoting peptides everywhere now, but I've been telling you about peptides for years now, whether it's BPC 157 for muscle or tissue repair, NAD Plus for cellular optimization, energy levels. You want things for focus, to clear brain fog, to reduce anxiety, to help you sleep at night, to build muscle, to burn fat. There's so many ways that peptides can help optimize your body's natural processes so you can feel your best and live your optimal life. And at Goodwood, lowest prices, never any contracts. Lowest prices, never any contracts. If you're interested, go to the place where they have the lowest prices and never any contracts. It's Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com. Online, yourgoodwood.com.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock. Home of LSU sports since 1998. And rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. To join our VIP fan club, text ROCK to 225-499-9898. Eagle 98.1, the rock station.
People think it's all about game day.
Let's go!
But the real work happens in the off season.
Spring practices, early lifts,
Extra reps. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
So we can do what we do best.
We trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
Hey everybody, Drew Brees here. Over the years, I've learned that the best teams are built on trust, preparation, and doing things the right way. That's one of the reasons I'm excited to announce that the Brees Dream Foundation and I are partnering with Parish Construction and Roofing. Together, we are committed to helping families prepare for hurricane season. That's why Parish Construction and Roofing, the Brees Dream Foundation, and WAFB are partnering to provide one capital area family with a brand new fortified roof. Visit WAFB.com/contest to enter the giveaway and view official rules and eligibility requirements. Because stronger homes build stronger communities.
As a business owner, you're always focused on how you can improve the bottom line. Well, when was the last time you shopped your insurance coverage? Insurance Network of Louisiana can help. If you're a business owner, let my friends at Insurance Network of Louisiana see if they can find you better coverage for less money. They always offer exceptional customer service and partner with only the best providers. So check them out online today at lainsurance.net.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
From the day that he stepped on that campus, you can see it in his eyes. Like, he's the definition of a tiger. Like, he's the definition of a tiger. And, he's going to put the world on display this year. He's such a leader. Like, when he talks, like, you feel it in your body. Like, you feel it. He's one of those people on defense. Like, if he's out there, you know you got something good.
That's Trey'Dez Green talking about LSU transfer safety Ty Benefield. Secrets out about Ty Benefield. Remember ESPN did their feature of the top 50 defensive players in college football this year? They had Ty Benefield 6. Not the 6th best safety, not the 6th best transfer, like the 6th best defensive player in the country. I mean, take that for what it's worth. It's an attaboy and a hat tip to what the expectation is, and that the people are getting to know that guy's name, and LSU fans will as well. Well, as Trey'Dez talking about Ty Benefield, both of them were honored on the preseason All-SEC team. So your first teamers on offense, Trey'Dez Green and Jordan Seaton made the first team. Defensively, Prince Willie Monmielen and Whit Weeks were first teamers. And then Grant Chadwick, first team All-SEC punter, which is kind of an oddity because I don't even know that it's a definitive certainty that Chadwick is the start. I'm assuming he will be, but preseason first team All-SEC. And then second team, DJ Pickett and Ty Benefield, so a couple of defensive backs there. It's worth noting they didn't differentiate corner safety. You just picked 4 defensive backs. And so Benefield and Pickett were on the second team. Braylon Moore was the third team center. They did choose a center and then 4 other players, guards or tackles. It was interchangeable. And then the other third teamer was TJ Daugherty, linebacker TJ Daugherty. So you look at LSU's sort of high-priced acquisitions, the number 1 left tackle, Jordan Seaton, preseason All-SEC first team. Number 1 edge rusher, Prince Will Monmielen, 9.5 sacks a year ago, 13 TFLs. Preseason first team All-SEC. Tigers prioritized retaining Trey'Dez Green, Whit Weeks, Braylon Moore, DJ Pickett, all those guys. Preseason first team All-SEC. And then, of course, guys like Daugherty and Benefield were massive acquisitions in the portal who are going to be key contributors on the defensive side of the ball. And they're on the All-SEC team as well as Grant Chadwick, the punter. So congrats to those guys. But I think we could all acknowledge it is far more impactful to be an all-conference team member after the season than before the season. I mean, a year ago, Whit Weeks was a preseason first-team All-American. And he had an injury-plagued season. It was massively disappointing. So Whit, preseason first-team All-SEC again, and justifiably so. But it is going to be so it's going to be exciting to see a full-speed 100% Whit Weeks partnered with TJ Daugherty and Devon Keys as well to see what that looks like this year with Blake Baker's defense running around out there. All right, it's after further review. I do want to get to some SEC Media Day standouts as we sort of wrap up our coverage from Tampa. We'll do that. I also want to remind you about our friends at Rouse's because tomorrow's going to be a really fun day over at Rouse's. It's a fun summer event that they're going to do at every single Rouse's location tomorrow, Saturday, from 11 to 2. They're calling it A Taste of Summer. 11 to 2 at every Rouse's location. They're going to have some amazing things if you want to go stop by. Check out its smoked sausage, fresh-cut watermelon and dragon fruit, seafood cocktails, cheese samples, sardines, snowballs, ice cream and toppings, seasonal Hatch chili favorites, some summer dips, and so much more. So get on by any Rouse's location Saturday from 11 to 2 for A Taste of Summer at every Rouse's Market location. You can RSVP on their Facebook page or just pop in at any Rouse's location Saturday from 11 to 2 at Rouse's. This feels like home. All right, we had a busy 4 days of coverage at SEC Football Media Days in Tampa. Figured let's take a quick minute and hit some of the highlights. Well, we appreciate all the guests that stopped by our table at Radio Row and took time to visit with us. And among them was Roger Denny, who's the new Oklahoma athletic director, and made headlines when he talked about what that athletic department is looking to do as far as new revenue.
We've got a plan we're putting together, and ultimately, as we sit here today, I'll tell you explicitly, our goal is to find $50 million in new revenue. And so
recurring, perpetual?
Yeah. That's our challenge, and feel really good about the team that we've put together to get there.
They're trying to find $50 million in new revenue there in Norman, Oklahoma. Challenge darn near every athletic department is facing. Well, Brooks Austin made his annual appearance. If you're not familiar, he's the film guy. I probably got more compliments on that segment than any other that we did with any media member this week from all of you giving great feedback, and I appreciate that. But Brooks has built a large YouTube following doing film breakdowns, and he had a lot to say about LSU's transfers, about Lane Kiffin's offense, and about quarterback Sam Leavitt.
I think Sam Leavitt's going to get an NFL GM fired, and it's not his fault. Okay, it's not the GM's fault. What it's going to be is Lane Kiffin's going to make that guy look like a god. You know what I mean? Because that's what they do, man. They put up points.
You want to feel really optimistic about LSU's offense this year? Go back and listen to the interview we did earlier this week with Brooks Austin and check him out, the film guy, on YouTube. Another reason to feel really good is listening to Whit Weeks on Thursday. His usual energy, his big smile, but there was so much meat on the bone with Whit, the 15 minutes that he and I chopped it up. And I loved what he said, that sort of dismount about how he feels physically, because I asked him after he gave us a 5-minute detailed explanation of the injury history with his ankle. I asked him when's the last time or when he actually felt 100%.
The beginning of May, I really started
after spring.
Yeah, after spring. So I got it cleaned up in January. Went in there, did some stuff, kind of got some stuff cleaned up, cut out of there, and that's what I was recovering for this spring. Like I tell people, it's like I got a new ankle right now. Like I truly like, and like just even not even playing football, but just like in life.
Think about it. Whit Weeks told us that last year in fall camp when he was taking days off, it was because he was not 100%. That was in fall camp when you should be your freshest. He was not 100% from the ankle injury he suffered in the bowl game against Baylor. So at no point last year did you have 100% Whit Weeks. Think about the dynamic difference when you add TJ Daugherty, who led the SEC in tackles, to a 100% Whit Weeks. You may have the best linebacker tandem in college football. And on the other side, of course, Trey'Dez Green talked about his decision to give up basketball full time.
I'm not worrying about basketball anymore. I know what I could do in football. It's a lot of 6'7" guys in basketball on that court.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of 6'7" guys in football.
I think the way that I said it when Trey'Dez committed to LSU was, you're a 6'7" forward in basketball, you're just another guy. You're 6'7" tight end, you're a freak show. You're a matchup problem. Finally, Trey'Dez Green seems to have let that sink in. His body is right. Went through detail about his percentage body fat, how he's continuing to grow. And the other thing that's fascinating was hearing him talk about offensively and his knowledge and understanding of the offensive game and what defenses are trying to do. Remember, Trey'Dez really had one full season of high school football. So dude's only been playing football for like 4, maybe 5 years of his life. So you're just scratching the surface. From 13 catches to 33 catches a year ago, what could Trey'Dez Green do this year? He is going to be, in my opinion, the breakout star in the SEC, if not all of college football on the offensive side this season. Now, how can you not love Marty Smith? I told him on the interview, nobody in sports media is universally loved. Marty Smith is universally loved. I don't know anybody that doesn't like Marty Smith. And he's sitting there putting, what's the little nicotine pouch things that Zyn, is that what it's called?
There, yeah.
Marty's sitting there popping Zyns in his mouth while we're doing the interview because of course he is. And he told us the story of the most famous interview anyone of us have ever seen when he's hunting down Lane Kiffin at the Oxford airport before he left for Baton Rouge.
I'm on the phone with him driving this bread truck van. He's like, you're going to see the fire department. When you see the fire department, take a left. I don't see no damn fire department. I bang this left, and there are fire trucks and law enforcement just blocking the entrance. I bomb this thing off in the field, and honest to goodness, there's like a snow plow and a bush hog, and there's people flying around. We get out, and he's laughing. He's like, dude, you really are Scooby-Doo.
If you missed that conversation, I wish I had half an hour with Marty just to let him tell every detail of that story. And he said there's other things that will be in a book one day, but that's a really cool piece on the record of one of the most influential days in LSU football history. And we got Marty Smith to tell it on our air earlier this week, which is really cool. It's always our pleasure to have the commissioner of the SEC, Greg Sankey. I asked him his thoughts on and opinions of LSU system president Dr. Wade Roos, who in a little more than a week, is going to make a presentation to LSU's biggest owners about the financial future of the athletic department.
Very engaging, very engaged in both university leadership and in the athletics leadership. He's quick to call and converse, which is something I appreciate. I think pretty transparent as we communicate. And even around sending a letter to the senators stating, hey, we're not in a position to support right now, we need some changes, was very communicative with me.
And a man who is persona non grata now. We were talking with the SEC coordinator of officials, John McDade, about the changes to the targeting rule. And then he acknowledged he is responsible for the single worst call in the history of Tiger Stadium.
I was the official on the field that threw the roughing the passer with targeting against Devin White in 2018, right? That play was what led to removing that assumption that the ruling on the field is correct and asking the replay official to evaluate all aspects of targeting.
John effing McDade. I'll never forget that, John. Every year at Media Days heretofore, John, I'm going to stick it to you and remind you that you're responsible for the single worst call in the history of Tiger Stadium. John, nice attendance. All right, it's after further review. We're glad you're hanging out with us here. Thanks to all of our guests. I need to count them up to see how many in totality across OTB, Hunt Palmer Show, and AFR stopped by our table this week. We love bringing the coverage, and we're so thankful for all of our partners, FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, Parish Construction and Roofing, Rev Fiber, Relief Windows. Without them, we don't have the opportunity to go do things like that. It is an expensive thing to fly 6 people to Tampa and stay in hotels for 5 nights, or 4 nights, 4 nights. 4 nights. Anyway, it's pay for the table, the internet, it's an expensive thing to do. And you can't do it without great sponsors and partners. So many thanks to our sponsors who made that possible, that broadcast possible. Which, oh, by the way, today is the deadline to enter for the roof giveaway at Parish Construction and Roofing. ParishBuilt.com, ParishBuilt.com. We're giving away 2 free fortified roofs. One in Baton Rouge, one in New Orleans. Today is the deadline to enter. You don't have to get an inspection. There's no purchase necessary. Like, you could have gotten a new roof literally yesterday. And if you win, we'll come put a new fortified roof on. ParishBuilt.com. Go enter. Today's the deadline. Enter ParishBuilt.com. We'll announce a winner next week. All right, it's after further review. We'll knock out a quick break, come back, go around the SEC. Great news for a former Tiger. Bad news for a former SEC star. We'll get to that as we continue. It's AFR.
AFR.
Man, summer Saturdays are awesome. Especially if you got a pool. Go in the backyard, take a dip, crack open an ice cold Bud Light, enjoy that time with family, just unwinding, getting some natural vitamin D from the sun. You can make that dream your reality. You got to call Duplessis Pools. You can start by logging on to DuplessisPools.com, DuplessisPools.com, DuplessisPools.com. Voted a top 50 pool builder in America 2 years in a row, and they are the only Louisiana pool builder to earn that distinction. It's from Pool and Spa Magazine. And maybe you're thinking, I can't afford that, not sure if I want a pool. Listen, or maybe you want a pool and you just have always come up with excuses why not. Today's the day, like in this moment right now. Get out your phone. If you're at your computer, punch in DuplessisPools.com. Like literally do it right now, DuplessisPools.com. Start that process today at DuplessisPools.com.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays. A $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care. Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And we always have other great giveaways for new patients. Check out hooddentalcare.com and schedule your appointment today.
People think it's all about game day, but the real work happens in the off season. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
We trust the lake.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Fabry family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
Raising Cane's is honoring Chuck Norris on National Chicken Finger Day. For every box combo sold on July 27th, Cane's is donating $1 to Chuck's Foundation, Kickstart Kids.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish.
Doesn't matter that it's a Friday. I still want you to log on to lainsurance.net right now. lainsurance.net. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, Matt, I hear you talk about the insurance thing all the time. I'll deal with it Monday. Stop procrastinating. Do it right now so when they're back in the office on Monday, they're ready to get cranking on getting you that quote. lainsurance.net, lainsurance.net, lainsurance.net. That's the website, lainsurance.net. It's super easy. Better coverage for less money. Doesn't cost you anything. It's not a line. That's true. It doesn't cost you anything to have them shop. They will look at your current coverage. They'll look at the relationships they have with dozens of the top-rated companies in the world. They'll shop to see if they can get you better coverage for less money. If they can, awesome. If they can't, stick with what you got. It's that simple. lainsurance.net. Why wouldn't you let them shop? It's Insurance Network of Louisiana. lainsurance.net.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Pavia under center, a rarity out of the I formation. He'll fake it. He can run it. He can throw it. He's going to run it for the touchdown. Diego Pavia put it in his...
29 touchdown passes, 10 rushing touchdowns. Diego Pavia was a first-team All-American, the SEC Offensive Player of the Year, won the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award as the best upperclassman quarterback in college football, and he has been waived by the Baltimore Ravens. Just a dramatically different reality in college football as opposed to the NFL. Diego Pavia did something that quite literally no one has done, has made Vanderbilt relevant on the national stage, won 10 games a season ago, and did so with sort of a bravado. Of course, after he lost the Heisman, I should say was runner-up to Fernando Mendoza on the Heisman, he put on Instagram, F all the voters. So he was a lightning rod in college football, but undeniably an amazing college football player, did something that really none of us have seen at a place like Vanderbilt. But Pavia has been waived by the Baltimore Ravens to create room for their new free agent signing, former LSU offensive lineman Ethan Posick. Posick, you might recall, he ruptured his Achilles this past year playing for the Cleveland Browns, and now as a unrestricted free agent, Posick has signed a one-year free agent deal, 1 year, $4.5 million deal with the Baltimore Ravens, and so to make room for Posick, they waived Diego Pavia. So we'll see if Pavia is back on the roster. It could be one of those things for Pavia where, you know, it's an up-down type thing. Whenever they have room for, you know, they'll make room for a roster, a position, whatever it may be. But the story nationally, of course, is going to be about Diego Pavia, and I understand why. But for us here locally, I'm far more excited about Ethan Posick and the opportunity that he's going to get to go play with as the center playing with Lamar Jackson. I mean, a two-time NFL MVP and on a contending team. You know, we know that, you know, Posick started his career in Seattle and where he was drafted, and obviously Seattle won a title this past year, but Posick wasn't with Seattle. Posick was with Cleveland, and the Browns have been just an atrocious organization as we know. But now you get an opportunity to go from Cleveland to Baltimore to play with an MVP, to play on a contending team, and I'm excited for him, man. In his career, Posick has played in 114 games. He started 97 of them, after spending the first 5 years of his career in Seattle. He spent the last 4 in Cleveland. So 9 years. This will be his 10th NFL season, and he's finally going to have the opportunity to play for a contender. So congrats to Ethan Posick on the free agent contract. Good luck to him. Last time I saw Posick actually was at Supper Club. It was early in the offseason, and he's in town. He and his wife live here in the offseason. He married a girl from Louisiana. And so they live here in the offseason. And Eric and I were at dinner at Supper Club, and Posick had the Achilles injury, so he was on one of the little knee scooters, and so he kind of was well on the way out, wheeled himself over, and we chatted for a bit. As genuinely good a dude as you can imagine. Worked out at Traction for years, so I'd see Ethan over there. He's a unit. He's just a massive mountain of a human, and he's a great dude, and I'm really excited for him, and to get to go play for a contender is awesome. So a great former Tiger, easy to pull for. Disappointing for Diego Pavia. I'm sure his football career will continue in some capacity, somewhere, somehow, some way along the way, but this is a great move for Posick, and I'm excited for him. All right, it's After Further Review. We're glad to have you hanging out with us here. We're brought to you by Hancock Whitney. HancockWhitney.com/Matt. They gave us a custom URL if you want to check that out. HancockWhitney.com/Matt if you want to get started. I've told you that for me, Hancock Whitney has been my bank for as long as I've had a checking account. I mean, I was a kid, opened up a checking account. Years ago, Hancock Bank and Whitney Bank merged to form Hancock Whitney, but I've been with them for literally as long as I've ever had a checking account. You can get your custom LSU debit card or your Saints debit card. I have the gold Saints debit card. They have gold and black, so you can get either one of those, and you get purple or gold LSU debit card. So you can literally be a card-carrying member of the Who Dat Nation or of Tiger Nation, courtesy of our friends at Hancock Whitney, the official banking partner of the LSU Tigers, the official banking partner of the New Orleans Saints. Get to know your banker right there at Hancock Whitney with branches all over the Southeast, more than 200 ATM locations all over the Southeast. So wherever you go in the region across the conference, you're going to bump into a Hancock Whitney bank. HancockWhitney.com/Matt. Okay, we do it every day about this time. Let's go around the SEC.
Around the SEC, bringing you the biggest news from the nation's best conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Veteran defensive line coach David Turner has announced his retirement. Turner had 3 different stints with the Bulldogs, working under Sylvester Croom, Dan Mullen, Zach Arnett, and now Jeff Levy during his time in Starkville. Also coached some of the great defensive linemen in the history of that program, like Chris Jones and Jeffrey Simmons. Defensive line coach for nearly 40 years in college football. Ty Warren, who joined the Bulldogs staff at the end of the 25 season, will now coach the defensive line.
The South Carolina Gamecocks.
More coaching staff news. Lafayette Stewart Jr. coming aboard as the director of recruiting for the defense. He made the announcement on Friday. Quote, "I'm home," Stewart said in a social media post. Stewart joined the Gamecocks after spending the last 2 years at NC State, where he was the assistant director of recruiting. Started his career at Charlotte.
The Kentucky Wildcats.
Cam Williams has had another surgery on his foot. Mark Pope confirmed that news. At the press conference, Mark Pope said Williams had another surgery, but Kentucky hopes to have him for the start of the basketball season. He's a 6'7" wing, averaged 6 points, 2 boards, and an assist this past year, shooting 45% from the field.
The Arkansas Razorbacks.
And Arkansas made history signing a Japanese-born pitcher on Friday, Shogo Miyauchi. Shogo Miyauchi. I'll get another bit. Come on.
All right, yeah. I mean, you nailed it all 3 times. So I was like, all right.
First Japanese baseball player to go from high school straight to the Southeastern Conference. 6'5" righty, signed with the program earlier in the summer. First on the scene as one of Japan's top pitchers 2 years ago. Now will continue his career at Arkansas. Okay, there you have it. That is Around the SEC. We're glad to have you aboard with us here. Friday's show is brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. Remember, new website, DonJuanBatonRouge.com. They used to have a website for Don Juan Cigar Bar and a separate website for Don Juan Cigar Company, the retail shop. Well, they just said, why don't we just be more efficient and make one website for both? DonJuanBatonRouge.com. Check it out, DonJuanBatonRouge.com. All right, let's knock out a break. Final break of hour number 1. When we come back, a crushing loss for the reigning NFC South champion right as they started training camp. We'll get into that. Terrio's here in 17 minutes. Stick around. It's AFR.
After further review.
GLO, glowresources.com, glowresources.com. They're complete employer solutions. It's Glow Resources. We say it every day, but if you want your business to function at its most optimal level, you got to have the right people in the right seats on the bus. That's what Glow Resources does, because Glow Resources conducts some 50 interviews a day on average. So over 15,000 interviews over the course of a year. Glow Resources knows the questions to ask to get the right people in the right job for your business to make you the most effective and efficient you can be. You want a strong team, a bright future for your organization to be better together. Great things happen when people work together. Glow Resources helps you do it. So check them out online at glowresources.com. Start there, glowresources.com. GLO, glowresources.com. Complete employer solutions, glowresources.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Ever wonder why cane sauce doesn't come in a pre-sealed packet? It's because it's made fresh inside every Raising Cane's every single day. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
At Southern Classic Chicken, we take pride in serving the freshest, seasoned, and marinated hand-breaded fried chicken. It's so good, it's wrong. Choose from a variety of classic sides like our zesty Cajun seasoned fries, savory red beans and rice, or sweet corn grits. Drive through today and pick up a family box or one of our classic combos and enjoy a true Southern classic. Order online and download our loyalty app to start earning those crispy and juicy rewards. Loyalty matters.
Hey everybody, Drew Brees here. Over the years, I've learned that the best teams are built on trust, preparation, and doing things the right way. That's one of the reasons I'm excited to announce that the Breeze Dream Foundation and I are partnering with Parish Construction and Roofing. Together, we are committed to helping families prepare for hurricane season. That's why Parish Construction and Roofing, the Breeze Dream Foundation, and WAFB are partnering to provide one capital area family with a brand new fortified roof. Visit WAFB.com/contest to enter the giveaway and view official rules and eligibility requirements. Because stronger homes build stronger communities.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at reliefwindows.com.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Thursday was the first day of training camp for the Carolina Panthers. And on the first day of training camp, the Carolina Panthers suffered a devastating injury to Nick Scorton, their second-year outside linebacker, a guy who, opposite free agent acquisition Jalen Phillips, was expected to lead the Panthers' pass rush. He has torn his ACL, and Cameron Wolfe was on NFL Live and described the scene when the injury happened.
Brutal news for the Panthers, brutal news for Scourton, who is expected to have a huge year 2 impact for the Panthers. You mentioned his 5 sacks, but the thought was he was going to be a really strong duo with their highly priced pass rusher, Jalen Phillips. And I was there at practice and watched it, and he took an awkward step towards the end of practice, and he fell down. And I've watched a lot of practices. I haven't seen many where a player gets carted off and every single player comes up and hugs them. There were players kneeling around, and you could feel the heaviness of the impact and the injury. And unfortunately for the Panthers, the test revealed the bad news that they were fearing.
A year ago as a rookie, Scourton, who was a second-round pick, he was selected 51st overall, you might remember, coming out of Texas A&M. He played in all 17 games with 8 starts. He finished the year with 5 sacks, 7 TFLs, 47 tackles. So Scourton, a second-round pick, had a very productive rookie season with the Carolina Panthers. But now his season is over, and Jalen Phillips is going to be counted on an even larger role there to carry the load of the pass rush for the Carolina Panthers. You know, Dave Canales broke through in Carolina. They won. Look, I mean, they were sub 500, but they won the division a year ago. And now is trying to build upon that on the backs of Bryce Young, former number 1 overall pick, and you were hoping that you'd have this dynamic edge rusher duo, but half of that duo now is down. Nick Scourton done for the season with a torn ACL, and you just can't. I know it's cliche to say, but you have to have luck in injuries, but it's just true. I mean, this is it's nobody's fault. Nothing right or wrong. We're doing anything wrong on the first day of training camp. You heard Cameron Wolfe say it. He took an awkward step. He takes an awkward step, tears his ACL, and now Nick Scourton's season is over. You just sometimes have to have some good fortune when it comes to injuries. And for the Carolina Panthers here, that's unfortunate. This is the opposite of that. For New Orleans and the rest of the NFC South, it takes a dynamic player at an impact position off the field for the season. And, you know, I was looking earlier today, and we put this up at LouisianaSports.net because I got this the updated odds in my inbox for the division winners for this coming season in the NFL. And it's so interesting to see how tightly compact the odds are for the NFC South. I mean, some divisions, the odds are not particularly close. But in the NFC South, the odds currently, we have this up at LouisianaSports.net if you want to check it out. The Bucs are plus 205, plus 205 favorite. The Saints are plus 250, right behind them. The Falcons at plus 300, and then the Panthers, the reigning division champion, at plus 350. So, I mean, you have all of these teams in the division within 145 points of each other there, according to the odds makers. So it very much feels like this division is up for grabs, and the team that won it a year ago with roughly the same roster coming back is bringing up the rear, but is a breath away from the team projected to be the favorite. So who can get the best quarterback play, who can stay healthy? I really think a 9-8 season could win the NFC South this year, and well, why not the Saints? Kind of catch a break with Nick Scourton, the torn ACL done for the year, first day into camp. All right, it is after further review. Oddly, it's an opportunity to remind you about Our Lady of the Lake, a championship health partner of LSU Athletics. Of course, at Our Lady of the Lake, you hear how they say the LSU athletes that they say, "I trust the lake." It's their mantra. Where LSU athletes, they're cared for by the phenomenal healthcare providers at FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake. But they also have the contract for the Student Health Center, and everyday champions like you and me. I've told you about my experience with so many entities at the lake over the years. Drew sees multiple specialists, neurology, gastro doctors, GI doctors over at the Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital, pediatrics as well. You have pediatrics over at Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital. My doctor is Dr. Curtis Chastain at the Our Lady of the Lake Men's Health Group. Point is, whether it's cancer care, if it's stroke, heart health, everyday care, or even the lake after-hours clinics that you see all over town, you can trust the lake. fmolhealth.org/LSU, fmolhealth.org/LSU. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, together we roar. All right, it's after further review. We are glad to have you hanging out with us here on a Friday edition of AFR presented by Dan Juan Cigar Bar. Terry will be in studio coming up here after Sports Center in just a smidge, and a lot of fallout and reaction to what's going on, what happened this week at SEC Football Media Days. And, you know, we went through the projected order of finish, and the media has LSU projected 5th in the SEC. But Paul Feinbaum, who was on our flight last night, by the way, and got to visit with Paul on his show before I got on the plane yesterday. Paul Feinbaum was on Get Up today, and he likes Lane Kiffin's Tigers.
The expectations are through the roof. Is that the reality, though, with so many new players and Sam Leavitt coming over from Arizona State? I do think this is a playoff team, and I think if they fail to reach the playoffs, it will be a bitter disappointment, but it won't be the end of Lane Kiffin. He will be there for a while.
Obviously, LSU isn't going to fire Lane Kiffin no matter how the season goes. That goes without saying. But I believe Paul's right. If this team does not reach the playoffs, it will be a bitter disappointment considering all of the buy-in, all of the resources given Lane Kiffin. But there's 7 other teams in the league that feel the exact same way. Hour 2 next.
After further review.
We're brought to you by Arco Power Systems, ARCCO, 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 and Arco is their name-o. You're all going to remember that, huh? It's going to be stuck in your head, isn't it, Muse?
I love it. I really do. I like that a lot.
Muse is going to be singing that at the top of the hour.
I will be.
We'll be getting out of here at 6 o'clock, and Muse is going to be going, promo?
That's actually so true. That's spot on. No. Do the Arco lie.
Arco Power Systems, industrial Generac generator power. We're in storm season. While we were in Tampa, I heard there was a disturbance here. Like there's like a little tropical event that came through. Listen, when the storm's in the Gulf, that ain't the time to start preparing. The time is now. You need a generator for your business, you need Arco. ARCCO.com.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our #1 product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at reliefwindows.com. By the way, we do shutters too.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
Want to play baseball or softball like the pros? Then join me this Thursday at Marucci's Hitter's House on Seagan. We'll be broadcasting AFR live, so come take some hacks in the cages and meet our friends over at Marucci, the official bat of Major League Baseball at Marucci's Hitter's House.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Nick DeLuca. LeBron making his next move. James heading to Philadelphia, signing a 2-year, $8 million deal to join the Sixers, entering his record 24th NBA season with a new team searching for a 5th NBA championship. Releasing a statement on social media saying it'll be his last decision and that he believes he can help make the Sixers a championship team. ESPN's Brian Windhorst says this is about winning a title next year.
This is a decision, as Shams was saying, that I think is really based in winning the 2027 NBA championship. It's not, I know that, it was nebulous saying about happiness, but this is the team that he believes that him joining can do that.
Windhorst on First Take. Odds to win the East for the Sixers shifting from plus 750 to plus 370 after LeBron's signing. And the NFL Chiefs head coach Andy Reid says quarterback Patrick Mahomes has been cleared to practice coming off his torn ACL. Went down in Week 15 last season, had surgery in December.
If you run a small business, you've got to try Gusto. Get unlimited payroll runs and get your payroll taxes filed automatically. Offer health insurance, 401k, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock!
Louisiana boy, yeah, they call him the riot. Born and raised in the swamps, on the fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You pitch a better reload. Get the boy.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio.
Well, how's your week going?
Week was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Terrio. The throw, not in time. Scudero delivers, and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Hour 2, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Down One Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Hey, Will.
Hey, bud.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
You, sir. Hey! We're here, glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Yeah, bruh.
Yo, bruh.
What's happening?
Nothing much.
You got some Botox today? Some Brotox?
I did not.
No?
Mm-mm.
Do
I
look
look
different.
like?
You look different.
It's the hair. Slicking it back. Growing it out. One last hurrah.
What do you mean one last hurrah?
Growing it out, and I'm not going to cut it short again. I like to change up my look.
Well, what do you mean the one last hurrah?
I'm not going to shave it. I'm not going to cut it short. I'm just going to go with it.
Oh.
Go with kind of the, mid-40s slick back look.
Okay.
That's what I'm going for.
All right. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, I didn't get Botox.
I'm happy.
I need a little Botox.
I'm happy for you.
Do I?
What?
Do I need Botox?
Well, I think depending who you ask, I would say everybody needs Botox all the time. And
Watch.
you can go to Unique Aesthetics and Wellness. What?
That's what they tell you. They say make
Yeah,
a.
you gotta
They say make a.
scrunch your face, and if you have wrinkles,
Make a mad face.
How does mine look?
They,
Pretty good. A little touch up.
yeah, maybe a little
I
bit.
can use a touch up.
Forehead's good. You have strong. Yeah.
Skull bones.
Yeah.
Like by my eyebrows.
Yeah, you're kind of like
I have very distinct
a
features.
Neanderthal. You have a little. You're a little Neanderthalish at the in the eyebrows there, big boy.
Dog, I have deep set eyes, is what you're looking for.
No offense.
Yeah.
Do you eat raw meat?
Who would be offended by that?
Are you a hunter and gatherer?
I was gonna say I probably would have been good in that era, but not with my back pain. That'd be really tough.
Nah, you'd figure it out.
Yeah, no, I'd figure it out. Tell you that much.
Or you wouldn't, or you just die.
Nope,
I mean,
I'd figure it out.
Yeah.
I'd figure that out. How's
woolly
that-
mammoth? How'd that taste? Good, decent. Giant sloth. You ever eat one of those?
No. I have had bison.
It's probably similar. Bison's good.
Probably. Bison's okay. It's tough, but I like it. Good texture, flavorful.
I like bison.
Yep. Had bison at Supper Club not long ago, as a matter of fact.
All right.
Because Leighton, he rotates in whenever he can get like rare. When he can get rare beef, he'll rotate him in on the menu. So I always recommend if you go to Supper Club, ask like if they have any rare cuts that are maybe like off menu. Always ask when you go.
Yeah, you should.
They always have. They always have.
Ask
some
for the
difference.
woolly mammoth when you go to supper.
I don't think they have woolly mammoth. Those have been extinct for a long time. But a bison, I think, is probably of the woolly mammoth family. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yep.
They're similar.
A lot of or elephant.
Hey,
Yeah.
did
Do they have elephant over there? Supper Club?
I don't think so. Hey, did you ever look up the price of the card that I pulled last week? The one that's the autograph card?
Yeah, it was a couple $100. It was a couple $100.
I thought you said that you have to wait till it's sold.
Wes found it.
Oh, okay.
Wes found it, a couple $100. When I was driving home.
So I should hold on to it then.
I don't know. You want him a couple $100? I mean, when the guy gets called up, he'll be hot. Let's say he wins the Cy Young, and you have that card, then yeah, you got action.
Or what if he's just a back of the bullpen reliever?
I think everybody's going to be just average. I sell pretty much everybody except for a few. Like Bobby Witt, I don't sell. Connor Griffin, I don't sell. Skeens, I don't sell. Mizorowski, I don't sell.
Okay.
And it's rare too because like I think pitchers are going to all have surgery too at some point too. So it's like, but it's kind of like Nolan Ryan for me. Like I just, I think Paul's kind of the Nolan Ryan of this era.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, for the most part, everybody else, yeah, dude, flip it.
But I should wait till he gets called up to flip it, though. So
according to Wes Terrio, my brother, according to Wes, he's getting ready to get called up.
Oh, that'd be great.
Like soon.
Okay.
That was his. Yeah, that is what he.
So last Friday, Terrio brought me some baseball cards as a happy birthday present, and because you remembered, and a bottle of whiskey, which was wonderful. Thank you. And I pulled an of 5.
Yeah.
Signed somebody.
Yeah.
Some kid who pitches for the Cardinals. Never heard of him, but it's number 4 of 5, and it's an autographed card, and so apparently it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So all right, so he gets called up. I sell it, take the money from that, and go buy some of those expensive boxes that you were talking about to find some autographed ones in there, and hope that I get something good and I flip them.
Yeah.
And then you just keep buying more and more expensive boxes and flipping them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
How's your week?
Week's good.
Yeah. What'd you do?
A lot of work this week. It's been a busy week. The summers are kind of slow normally, but man, it's been pretty.
Not mine.
It's been pretty busy. We had we had a little tropical depression, so the roofing side was.
I heard.
Yeah, everybody was panicked. Of course, it was nothing.
That was in Tampa.
Yeah, it was absolutely like literally.
Oh, it didn't. Nothing happened here.
We had like 2 or 3 little bands, but nothing.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been busy. It's been good. Macy moved out. She got her own house now. Sad day.
She was on campus last year, right?
Yeah.
Then she was home for the summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's just
Georgie living with her? Houston? With all of them together?
No. She's got a 3-bedroom house. She doesn't want anybody to live with her.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now she's got 2 kittens, and she wants a dog. She's gonna have 15 animals in there. It's gonna smell horrible by the end of the year.
She's gonna be like Ace Ventura whenever he's like rattling the handle, and then like, come to me, jungle friends, was like parakeets and toucans and cheetahs and all type of stuff.
Went over there last night. It smelled horrible. But whatever.
Otters getting out of the fridge.
Yeah, that's gonna be Macy. So, but
not otters. Penguins. Penguins getting out of the fridge.
Anyway, no, it's been a good week.
Come to me, jungle friends.
It's a really funny movie. He was good.
30 was it 1994? So 32 years ago.
LeBron signed with Philly.
LeBum?
Yep.
Heard about that. LeBum signed with Philly.
Yep. Kind of got
just jumping around from team to team.
Got my letter on that today. So so here we go. This goes out to all the athletes, high level folks that stick around a little bit too long. Okay.
Okay.
And I totally get it. When it's all you've ever done your entire life, and that's really all you know, it can be a little scary to stop playing that game. I was one of those fellas as well. I tried to hit a curveball my whole life. From 5 years old until I was 32. That's what I did every day. So it's a scary thing to stop. So I understand that. But it gets to a point that the legacy begins to be tarnished. Matt, Muse, you don't see strippers still working into their 40s.
That's true.
You know, they just don't. They're not at the top.
Respect to the ones that do, though.
Well, maybe, but not respect to the ones that do. You know, they're not at the top of their game in their 40s. Things begin to sag a little bit. Maybe you can't perform the way that you once could on stage, and your loyal fans start to see you as what you currently are rather than what you used to be. Barry Sanders, maybe the greatest running back of all time. I'd put him up there. I think he might have retired a little bit early, but he was breaking ankles in the last game that he ever played. Still in the Hall of Fame, still super rich, but our last memories of Barry Sanders were Barry Sanders being awesome. LeBron just signed with the 76ers for his 24th season, which is amazing, by the way. Congratulations on such a long career. But at this point, because of his lack of defense and receding hairline, my last memories of such an amazing player who's had such a long career aren't going to be very good. I faced Randy Johnson at the end of his career, the big unit.
How'd that go?
Well, little old Rhino busted his butt multiple times. I actually got my first professional hit off of the big unit.
Did you?
I did, in spring training.
Well, that doesn't count.
Yes, it does. It's a professional hit in spring training. Heater, middle away, double, right center field. Randy was the most intimidating, hard-throwing lefty of all time. But he held on too long, and then he let scrubs like me get the best of him. Screw that.
Was he with the Yankees then? Who was
he was with the Giants. Yeah.
Forgot about Randy Johnson with the Giants.
Listen to me.
I forgot.
Yeah. It was about 86, 87. Not a whole lot of movement. Bing-a-ling in the bushes. Look, Pawpaw's out of there the minute some up-and-comer gets the best of me. I'm just telling you right now, I ain't hanging on too long. There's plenty of players throughout the years that we consider possible GOATs that didn't know when it was time to call it quits. Did you know that Willie Mays played for the Mets? Bet you didn't, because he stunk when he played for the Mets. Jerry Rice played well into his 40s.
Remember Jerry Rice, the Seahawks? The fluorescent Seahawks?
Yeah. Very average at best in his later years. Even Shaq had a hard time hanging up his huge jock strap. With a disappointing end to his career in Boston.
He was in Phoenix. He was the big cactus.
Yeah.
Or the big Shactus. The big Shactus.
LeBron is catching a ton of heat right now.
Yeah.
Guys like myself for doing this.
Le bum.
But as I was writing this letter, the more I thought about it, I say keep on going.
Okay.
And here's why.
All right.
Last year, he averaged 20 points. Actually, 20.9 to be exact. He only played in 60 games, but that's okay. The game's different than what it was years ago. Guys have rest, time off, all that stuff. NBA doesn't want you playing back-to-backs. If you still have love for the game and hunger to compete, then I say LeBron should play until he's 50. As long as he's averaging 15 to 20 a game, you know what? Keep going. Knock it out. So I'm not mad at him. When I started this, I was pissed at him. But now I'm like, you know what? Keep going, bud. Good for you. Sincerely, Ryan.
It's after further review. Friday shows are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. DonJuanBatonRouge.com is a website where you can go learn more. We'll do Kick Rocks next, and one of Lane Kiffin's most explosive statements that he made at SEC Football Media Days. You'll hear it. We'll react to it next.
AFR.
Love telling you about Clegg's Nursery. 4 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. Honest to goodness, true story. I was on the 4th floor earlier. It's where my office is. And Brittany Rose Ensminger, Schaefer. It's a lot of names.
Wait, what? John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith?
Brittany said, Matt. Real country accent. Love her. She said, some friends were saying they got a mosquito problem, and they remember you talking about some product that helps with mosquitoes. Do you know what that company's? I said, of course I do. I said, it's the Aeon Mosquito Barrier. You get it at Clegg's Nursery. It comes in a box. There's 2 little tubes about the size of a track baton. You take the top off. There's granules in it. You fill it up with water to the fill line. Put that top back on, shake it up, hang it on your property line. Don't mosquitoes 90 days at a time. You get it at Clegg's Nursery. So buy local, shop local at Clegg's Nursery. Man.
Bayou Ford is taking $13,000 off MSRP on the new 2026 Ford F-150 trucks.
Plus the complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. No, the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays. A $376 value. With over 3,000 5-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care. Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And we always have other great giveaways for new patients. Check out hooddentalcare.com and schedule your appointment today.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
If you need a metal building, you need Proform Steel. ProformLA.com. ProformLA.com. If you are in need of, if you're a big builder and you need an industrial size metal building, these are metal buildings built right from design to delivery. And at Proform Steel, their architects and engineers are in-house. So let's say mid-project you want to make a change. It happens sometimes. Well, they don't have to translate that info out of house. They can just call the engineer in their office, put on speakerphone, and make the change. It's proformla.com. Proformla.com. They have better lead times than their competitors, generally about a month ahead of others, and free delivery, no matter the size of the building. You buy it from them, they'll deliver it for free. Proformla.com.
After further review with Matt Moscona. Presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
So Lane Kiffin was at SEC Media Days on Thursday. And we know he filibustered for about 18 minutes in the main room, so he didn't have to answer a lot of questions. It happens. But then he did 13 minutes with the local media, so we got to talk to him. He got the questions answered we needed. And then he did his rotation, and you go on the SEC Network, and you go talk to Marty and McGee, and you go to Jared Mitchell was there doing something they're calling like the barbershop, which is like digital media stuff, and they had all these different. You go to all these different rooms, do all these different interviews, and 5-10 minute blocks. And one of the rooms is Sirius XM, and our buddy 18 Jake Hester was on there in the afternoons on the College Sports Channel, College Sports Radio, and Lane Kiffin popped in there. And Jake asked him, you can, I'm sure, as a former athlete, can certainly relate to this.
Okay.
The real issues that matter.
Okay.
Has Whit taken over responsibility for the Uber Eats bill? Did they get it off of your tab, and now Whit's taking that over?
We've had an interesting conversation. So here's what I did just like a month ago. Okay. I went back and any credit card that I have on any system, anywhere, I got rid of and changed.
Yep.
Because what I found out is the kids now, like, hey, they keep something, and even if you change the card, they still have it in this Apple Pay. They still have it somewhere, and it updates to the new card.
Oh, yeah.
So my kids have outsmarted me. Then Presley, like, all of a sudden, like, it's out in L.A., so I'm like, okay, that's got to be Presley. I see a charge, whatever. Right. And I'm like, how did she get my new card? And I'm like, Presley. And she's like, well, we have a deal not to sell each other out, but I'm not going to lie to you. Knox sent me a picture of the new card. I'm like, Knox went in my office, he got the new card, and he sent her the picture.
That's teamwork, though. It
really was. It's just competing, you know?
I love it.
But anyway, so then when I shut off, I tell Whit the next day, I'm like, hey, just so you know, Landry's cut off. Because she's in New York City now. So now it's like she needs all this money because you're in New York City, you know? Like, and so I cut her off.
Yeah.
And I was like, because she overspent the budget she was allowed. So I said, hey, you're going to learn.
Yep.
And now you're not going to have any for the next month in New York City. And she's like, I can't even eat. What are you getting? You can't do that to a kid.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Whit, you're probably going to be getting a cost. He's like, I heard about it all last night.
Hey, but tell Whit, I do know your salary, right? I know the NIL deals, you know. I do know it.
So how do we feel about this? Lane Kiffin out there cutting off his kids.
Good for him. Now, you should have. I like that move.
You think so?
Yeah. But he didn't cut her off.
You paying for all your kids' stuff still?
Yeah.
Yeah. There.
I pay for my kids. But he's right though on the budget piece. Like you have to teach and learn and teach them, and they have to learn.
When do they get cut off?
When they have a job. Like for me, it's like when you have a job and you have responsibilities. When you're not in school. Right now, when I look at my kids, like school is their job.
Okay.
To go and execute and do good in school, make good grades. Like, that's your job. If you choose to go work and make a little extra money, then that's great. Macy's working at Parrish this summer.
Right.
You know, Houston's been working the last 2 summers. And so, but school is priority. But the second that's over, then, yeah, you're no longer on the payroll.
So as soon as they graduate, off the payroll.
Yeah. School is the job.
I don't believe you.
There could be, listen.
What's John going to do?
There could be a month or 2 or 3, like, you know, get on your feet type deal. But with my kids, the only one I really have to worry about that with is Georgia.
What you mean?
Like Houston and Macy are extremely independent and financially responsible and like they understand money. Georgia has no idea that money doesn't just continue, like it just doesn't keep coming.
She's also the youngest.
She's the youngest. She was born when, you know, kind of at the height of my career. Like I'll give you a funny story. The first time after retiring, we went on vacation. We stayed in a nice hotel at the beach, you know, whatever. At the beach, condo. She gets on the phone. She's maybe 5 or 6, and she starts pushing buttons on the phone. John's like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm calling room service." I'm like, well, they don't have room. Like, she had never stayed in a hotel that didn't have toys in the lobby or that were room service. You know? So she's gonna, she'll definitely be my one that'll be like, hey, can you give me,
Why would you stay at a hotel that doesn't have room service, by the way?
That's the way she,
what's your problem? I'm being serious. I'm asking you, like, why were you at a place that didn't have room
I don't
service?
know why the hotel didn't. I don't know. It was maybe a condo that didn't. I don't know what it was. But anyway.
Not staying there.
Yeah, I think you cut them off the second they're not in school.
I really missed my Evermore this week.
No Evermore in Tampa?
Well, I think not. So where we were in the event, very kind. They have these big giant coolers. They have like all the Dr. Pepper products. They have like. When was the last time you had a Sunkist?
Oh, Sunkist is elite.
When was the last time you had a Sunkist?
It's been a while.
Sunkist? Muse? When was the last time you had a Sunkist?
5 years maybe.
Paulie, you ever drink Sunkist?
Long time ago.
They have these big cool, and it's like they have Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper, Cherry Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper Zero, Strawberries and Cream Dr. Pepper.
Wait, what?
Like all this, yeah. And then they have Sunkist. And now I don't drink any of this stuff. Like I don't do soft drinks really. I mean, I drink water, and then like like beer, and I'll drink whiskey stuff. But like I don't really do soft drinks. Not opposed. I mean, maybe every now and again I might grab one, but then they have another giant cooler. It's water, and it's this other brand, and I'm like,
yeah, it's weak. You a root beer guy?
Sure, yeah. I mean, as a former fat kid, anything with sugar in it, I like
root beer a lot.
It's hard for me. That's why I like. If I get started on it, it's hard to stop. So just don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what's great for you? Evermore.
Evermore's good.
EVAMOR. Drink Evermore. Get a great local retailers and buy it online at evermore.com. EVAMOR, evermore.com. And if you don't drink Evermore, you can kick rocks.
It's time to kick rocks with Ryan Terrio.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Ruckus. Kick rocks with shoes from Ruckus. Jones Creek Road in Baton Rouge, or go to ruckus103.com.
Tom Brady can kick rocks. That's a standing kick rocks, but this one's
a perpetual kick rock.
Kick rocks.
Did you prepare?
Yeah. Okay, you can kick rocks for being a middle midget.
Kick rocks.
Costing your team 4 points.
They can kick a whole bag of rocks for that.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
First off, let me give a shout out to Ruckus. Go to ruckus103.com. Ruckus in the summer is the spot to be. Late hours, by the way. Stay open pretty late over there at Ruckus.
Look at that.
Yeah, they got all the fire stuff. School will be starting soon. You might want to go into Ruckus and pop your school shoes early because they're not going to be everywhere. And if you don't want to look like an idiot, go to Ruckus.
Look at those SBs. Can you pull that up? Look at those blue SBs. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw.
Look at those.
Oh, yeah. That's what they got. That's what you get at Ruckus.
Wow.
Fellas, you go buy those, you're getting all the ladies at school.
Ruckus103.com.
Check them out. This morning, I woke up, opened up my garage, was leaving the house, realized that the garbage cans were out. Garbage last night. Got out of my vehicle, walked out, picked up my garbage cans. You've been to my house, not very far. Walked back up, put them in. I got in my truck. I was beating sweating.
Oh.
Drove to the office, cooled off a little bit, went to Chevron.
Oh, to go see Miss
Cassandra.
Miss
Shout
Cass.
out to Cass. She writes an inspirational little note on the top of my eggs. She told me have a wonderful day and something today. She does that every day. She's great.
Love that.
Walked from my car to the office, which isn't very far either because I parked right in the front, and was sweating when I got in the office. And
Maybe it's a pituitary problem that you have.
I want to tell Mother
Maybe
Nature.
it's your sweat glands.
1,000 degrees outside is the problem.
Well, you live in Louisiana. It's 94 right now. I'm sure the heat index is a bajillion. What's your problem?
Heat index is a bajillion. I'm
mean,
over it. I am totally over it.
Well, then go live in Minnesota.
I'll go live in Minnesota.
That'd
Don't
be a
tempt
stupid
me with a
thing to
good
do.
time.
Ain't nothing good in Minnesota.
You can fish. 1,000 lakes. That's what they say.
10,000 lakes.
Yeah.
And I did.
That's what I said.
I did door-to-door sales one summer in Minnesota. I didn't see a single lake.
Really? They lied.
It's all up in the northern part of the state. I was in the southern part of
They
the
got
state.
10,000 lakes in the northern
what
part
they
of the
say.
state. What were you selling door to door?
Books.
What kind of books?
Educational handbooks. The Southwestern Company.
Like what they teach
Wild, bro. Wild job. They come to college campuses. They recruit you. They teach you how to, their sales deal. They bring you to Nashville to sales school for a few days, teach you, and then send you off to your territory. In the LSU contingent that went, our territory was Minnesota. So I was
cool.
around like Mankato, Minnesota, and in that area. And the wildest part too, if that isn't crazy enough, you go there with no place to live. You spend your first day just like knocking on doors, asking people like, "Do you have a room I can rent?" 'Cause I mean, you're working from like 5:59 a.m. until like 8:59 p.m. and then you just sleep for a little while and get up and go do it again. You're not hanging out. So I just need like a room where I can come and lay my head at night, and I'm off to work the next day. Wild.
So you had like a host family that you paid?
Yeah, actually, the people that hosted us ended up wouldn't take money from us. They had like an unfinished basement, and so they had some mattresses down there, and they just let us sleep down there. They make us breakfast every day. And
What?
stuff, and they were awesome. Kim Danks was her name. She was a single lady, and her kids were there too. Kim Danks in was it Minnesota Lake, Minnesota?
So she's like, yeah, come on in.
Lake?
You can stay here.
In
I don't know
Lake.
who you are, but
I sold her books, and then like she bought from me, and I was like, by the way, we're looking for a place to live. Do you know anybody? And she's like, well, we got a Dude Maflaji down there. And then some of the kids years later came to New Orleans for Mardi Gras.
you were able to pay it back to them.
In a small way. I don't think that's fully paying it back.
You showed them a good time.
She was awesome. Great lady.
That's great. I love
Shout out to Kim Danks. I don't know where she is today. That was
doing great.
2002. That was 24 years ago.
She's got somebody living in her basement still.
I remember the first person I sold to. Her name was Deb Spence.
What'd you sell her?
She bought a whole set, bro.
Oh, when you say educational books, though, like that's pretty broad. Like what are they learning about?
Do you know what
encyclopedias?
Similar to encyclopedias.
Okay.
But you know what's wild is like to think you walk up to a stranger's door, you knock on their door, and then about 10 minutes later, you leave with a $500 check and a promise I'm going to be back in 2 months to bring you your books. Wild.
You didn't have the books.
No, you don't keep the inventory. You have a week at the end of the summer where you go do all your deliveries.
That would never happen nowadays.
They still do it.
Like that's a thing still?
Yeah. I don't know if they're selling. They may be selling more digital products now. I don't know. It's a thing for sure.
Hey, the Baltimore Ravens can kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
They waived Diego Pavia before training camp even started.
I'm so glad they did.
He was the next Johnny Football. He was going to do all kinds of stupid things that we could talk about here on this radio show. And now we can't do that because he's going to be an assistant high school football coach.
But did you see why they waived him?
What did he do?
They had to make room on the roster for the guy they signed, Ethan Posick.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
I mean, and I gave Traction a big shout out in hour one because Posick. Does he still work out at Traction in the offseason?
Maybe.
When I was working out at Traction, like Posick was always there in the offseason.
He's so big.
He is a just mountain of a human. He's a unit.
Too.
Great dude. The best.
Good for him. Okay, well, never mind then.
1 year, $4.5 million for Ethan Posick.
How you doing?
Just go play for a contender.
Yeah.
Love it. It's out of Cleveland.
I'm not going to say any names. I don't know if they're listening or not, but I'm still not going to say any names because they'll get back to them and they'll get their feelings hurt. But you know who you are. The folks that leave the crap around the coffee area at my office. God. You know exactly who you are.
They're here too, by the way.
And it's but it's strange over at the parish compound because it could be anything from hot sauce to Tony's and I don't know, ketchup shows up right by the coffee, sugar and creamer, and then Tilly. I will say this: Tilly leaves the refrigerated creamer out all day. He does it every day. He goes in the refrigerator. He gets the big giant jug of creamer. He puts half the creamer in. It's like half coffee, half creamer because he's gross. And then he leaves it there.
Does that too.
And then he just leaves it like for somebody else to pick up. And you can kick rocks for
Kick rocks.
I got to give one hug to Glenn Leday with LADOTD. I don't know if you guys are familiar or not, but Glenn Leday is the secretary Louisiana Department of Transportation. Glenn has done an amazing job getting these roads right here in Louisiana. Shout out to Glenn and all the folks at LADOTD. You guys are doing great. Keep up the good work.
We need to get we need to get this guy on the show.
We can
Is
get
this
him
him?
on.
Hold on, that's him. There he is.
Get him
Is that
on.
him? Glenn with two N's. Is that him? Look at that.
That's him. That's him.
GLENN.
Yeah, I got a funny story about Glenn. I was speaking at
Glenn.
I was speaking at
Why you keep shouting out Glenn Leday?
I was speaking at an announcement.
So
This is good. This is why I love the guy. This is things like this that make him great. I was speaking at the Meta announcement the other day, and it was kind of an interesting. I was a little nervous because of the room and the folks that were in there. It was the governor and then the president and CEO of Meta, and so they all spoke. And
Mark Zuckerberg.
And then it was my turn. No, it's a lady. Her name is.
Awesome. Just keep going.
Can't remember. Anyway, but I was a little nervous. I normally don't get nervous in these things, but a little bit. Coach, I looked down. Guess who's sitting front row, giving me 2 thumbs up? Glenn Leday. And then everything was fine after that. I'm like, you know what? That's why I love.
Was it Dina Powell McCormick?
That's who it was. Dina Powell.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's who it was. So anyway, yeah.
She's the president and vice chairman.
Yeah. Attaboy, Glenn.
Poor Glenn. We got to go. It's AFR.
AFR.
Love telling you about our friends over at Darren James & Associates, brokered by LPT Realty. If you are thinking about selling your home, call Darren James. Get your home sold. You know, one of the things I love, I get an email like weekly from Darren. It's a local market update. It'll also give me like market conditions and how it affects my home. Darren is so comprehensive. If you're buying or selling commercial or residential, like this post he just did, the median listing price right now of a house in our area as compared to a condo, it's down from the previous week. So if you want market conditions on what's a good time, by the way, it's a great time if you're looking to buy whenever. I just learned this, like when school starts, because the market shifts after school starts. Did you know that? Makes sense. People move during the summer. But anyway, great time right now with school getting ready to start in about a week and the market's going to shift to call Darren James. 335-7666. 335-7666 for Darren James.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Raising Cane's is honoring Chuck Norris on National Chicken Finger Day. For every box combo sold on July 27th, Cane's is donating $1 to Chuck's Foundation, Kickstart Kids.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the new 2025 Jeep Wrangler with $18,000 off MSRP.
$18,000 off Jeep Wrangler plus the 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Community sailing is all about getting people in the New Orleans area out on boats, out on Lake Pontchartrain. Gulf Coast Bank helps us provide opportunities to get folks out who might not otherwise have the financial means to come sailing. Auctions in August is an online fundraiser that helps nonprofits like us service the community. Bidding through Auctions in August is a lot of fun because there's so many different items. There's something for everyone, so you're sure to find something that relates directly to you that you'll enjoy bidding on, and you get to help out the community.
People think it's all about game day, but the real work happens in the off season. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
We trust the lake.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of The Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock. Home of LSU sports since 1998. And rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. To join our VIP fan club, text ROCK to 225-499-9898. Eagle 98.1, the rock station.
Hey everybody, Drew Brees here. Over the years, I've learned that the best teams are built on trust, preparation, and doing things the right way. That's one of the reasons I'm excited to announce that the Breeze Dream Foundation and I are partnering with Parish Construction and Roofing. Together, we are committed to helping families prepare for hurricane season. That's why Parish Construction and Roofing, the Breeze Dream Foundation, and WAFB are partnering to provide one capital area family with a brand new fortified roof. Visit WAFB.com/contest to enter the giveaway and view official rules and eligibility requirements. Because stronger homes build stronger communities.
At Southern Classic Chicken, we take pride in serving the freshest, seasoned, and marinated hand-breaded fried chicken. Drive through today and pick up a family box or one of our classic combos.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Your body, I'm body. If you body, we'll say you body. I represent.
All right, we're going to get to Ask Ryan here. Get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Nick Saban at SEC Football Media Days hopped on Get Up, and this is something he talked about when he was a coach. I want to play the sound, but I want to get your take on it as a former athlete. He talked about concern he has for health and safety of college football players as the playoff continues to expand.
Well, I just think that there were 3 occasions where we played 15 games when I was coaching, and I thought 15 games was too many games for college players to play in a season. Now you can potentially play 17, so if we go to anything beyond 16, to me, you're adding games without eliminating conference championship games, which I think are venues that people really enjoy. So I'm kind of going for 16, or you could take the model where you could use the conference championship games as a wild card type of thing, and that's part of the playoff system, so that in effect would go to 20 without adding more games.
Do you think, are you buying the whole player safety thing with the more games?
No, not really. I mean, if you're going to get hurt, I mean, the dude got hurt first day of camp.
Yeah, Nick Scorton from the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, if you're going to get hurt, like, you know, I'm not really. I mean, you can do kind of what baseball did and does, you know, where maybe you lighten the load a little bit early on before the season starts, whether it be spring training or even, you know, the NCAA has done a really good job on policing hours of practice too. Like 20 years ago when we were playing, that was not a thing. Like you were out there and getting after it all day, every day. I mean, these guys are taken care of to the utmost, and I don't buy the injury piece really that much. Listen, you've monetized this thing. This is a real business. Of course they're going to want to add games. They're going to want to find other ways to make money, you know, in this thing. You're selling tickets to spring football. You're selling tickets to training camp games in the NFL. You know, spring training out in Arizona and Florida sold out. Like that's where college sports is going, you know, and so, yeah, they're going to continue to add them. If the player's risk of injury goes up, oh, well, you know, this is about dollars and cents at this point.
Just structurally about what he said there, high schoolers can play as many as 15 games.
Mm-hmm.
Not every school is going to play 15, right? It's only the few schools that are advancing deep into the playoffs. You still have a couple of rent-a-wins baked in, so snap counts will go down. If you're blowing out an FCS team, you get your starters out after a quarter, a half, whatever the case may be. And the reality is, you have players staying in college longer now because they can make money, whereas you might have a 20, 21-year-old go to the NFL where they have the possibility of playing 3 preseason games, 17 regular season games, that's 20, and then potentially a wild card division, conference championship, and Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. So I don't know that I necessarily agree. Now, professional athletes have the opportunity to collectively bargain for things, whereas college athletes don't. But if the revenues keep going up, I'm not sure that players necessarily are going to be miffed about it. And that's something else Saban was asked about, was about the expansion of a playoff. Is this like financially motivated, or is it really about having a true champion?
I think there's a lot of qualified people out there that are looking at this, but I do think we need to take the player into consideration, not just the financial circumstances of increasing the playoff. I don't think, other than Notre Dame last year, there was any team that didn't get in the playoff that would have a chance to win the championship. So what's it about? Crowning a champion, or, you know, trying to financially, you know, squeeze more money out of, you know, the college football playoff at the expense of, you know, how many games a player has to play?
Here's what I know definitively. In a different era, Indiana would have never had a chance to win a national championship. So to say there's only a handful of teams that can win is just, it's factually inaccurate. Notre Dame had an argument to be in the playoff. Miami, it was controversial. They got in. They played all the way to the championship game. Mm-hmm. This is the benefit of having an actual playoff instead of having a bunch of goons, self-important dopes in a hotel ballroom in suburban Dallas dictate who gets to play for a championship based on metrics like game control and defensive efficiency. Go play a game.
Yeah. I'm glad that Coach Saban is saying what he's saying about the players' safety. However, that ship sailed a long time ago. This is 100% about maximizing revenue. And you know what? The schools need it. Like they have to do this. Until you have a collectively bargained, unionized system, this is what you're going to have. It's going to be a free-for-all. And so, and you and I have talked about this quite a bit. That's where we're headed, and that's where we're going. But until then, you have to squeeze every dollar you can out of this thing until there's a cap.
It is interesting that forever everyone was always opposed to a playoff until you started paying the players and you needed money. Then they very quickly went from 4 to 12, and now we're looking to go to 16 or 24. It's absolutely about getting more TV dollars. But two things can be true at the same time. It's about getting more TV dollars, but it's going to give us a better product by having an actual
I agree.
playoff.
Yes, it will.
All right, it's after further review. Let's knock out our final break of hour number 2. We'll come back. We'll leave time for Ask Ryan. Might get a little rip sesh going over there. With those top. What we got? Tops what?
Let's go, AJ's.
Let's go.
We got Bowman. We got Bowman today.
They got some autos in there?
Possibly.
Get another one?
See if you're hot.
We'll see. It's AFR.
AFR.
I want to send a sincere thanks to Rev Fiber, one of our sponsors, for our coverage this past week at SEC Football Media Days, and we're so grateful for their partnership. And great news, Rev is now an official partner of LSU Athletics. So you'll see the Rev logo at Tiger sporting events, and you'll see the Tiger logo on Rev products, as they are now officially a partner with LSU Athletics, a proud partner of LSU Athletics, and we're thrilled to be partnered with Rev here as well. RevFiber.com, RevFiber.com. Terrio's in a Rev commercial because Rev came over to the Parish Construction and Roofing office because we at Parish are a Rev customer. There it is right there. There it is. Look. There you are.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
There you are. Hey, there you are.
Look at my hair.
That's the same shirt.
I know.
Look, you're wearing the same shirt.
Look at me go.
RevFiber.com, RevFiber.com. High-speed internet, a better price, great local customer service. It's RevFiber.com. R-E-V, RevFiber.com.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at reliefwindows.com. By the way, we do shutters too.
At Southern Classic Chicken, we take pride in serving the freshest seasoned and marinated hand-breaded fried chicken. It's so good, it's wrong. Choose from a variety of classic sides like our zesty Cajun seasoned fries, savory red beans and rice, or sweet corn grits. Drive through today and pick up a family box or one of our classic combos and enjoy a true Southern classic. Order online and download our loyalty app to start earning those crispy and juicy rewards. Loyalty matters.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Raising Cane's Texas Toast is a thick slice of bread, garlic buttered spread, grilled to golden perfection, and made to order just for you. Because when you make it right, you can taste it.
Shout out to Amigo Al's, our buddy Brandon Landry, Mackenzie Landry, who brought you Supper Club and walk-ons and small sliders. Their newest endeavor, their newest concept, Amigo Al's. It's delicious. It is better quality ingredients for Mexican food. From everything to your appetizers to all of your entrees and margaritas as well. And if you go in, ask for the key lime pie. It is off menu. If you know, you know. Look at your face. No, I'm serious.
Key lime pie guy.
If you know, you know. I'm just telling you. The key lime pie is not on the menu. They don't have it every day, but ask for it when you go to Amigo House. Hey, third-party delivery apps are live now. So Uber Eats, DoorDash, hanging out by the pool tomorrow. You want some margs, some great Mexican food? Punch it up. DoorDash, Amigo House.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, wrapping up hour number 2. Glad you're with us. The media projected order of finish and champion for the SEC football season was released today. Well, if you missed it at the top of the show, we'll dive into that coming up after the top of the hour. We'll get Terrio's thoughts on it as well. All right, get your questions in for Ask Ryan. Email us, tweet us, text us, 225. Start opening those. 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Lots of ways you can get your questions in to Ask Ryan. Terrio's opening up some cards.
Man, we got a shout out too. We got a shout out to AJ Sports Cards. We got a shout out Miss Nikki over there. We got Topps Chrome is out right now. We got Topps Chrome over at AJ's.
Let's go.
I'm a big Bowman guy myself, so I got a couple Bowman blasters. But if you are a sports card collector or Pokemon, I know Matt, you're a big Pokemon guy.
Never.
You can do it over there at AJ's. Which box you want? We got right or left? This is
right. Right.
Like my right or your right? My right or your right?
Put them down. Swish them up a little bit.
We got Bowman Blaster here.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
You'll go on this Ask Ryan. I'm going next one.
How much was the box?
Oh, look here. I got these for you too. Oh, these aren't bad. These are like $50 a box.
All right, so if I pull something I keep, I'll give you $50 for the box. I'll pull it, I keep it. You can't keep buying me cards. Because then if I pull something good, you're gonna want it.
No, that's not how this game works. That's not how this game works, buddy, old pal.
Corey said, I went to Minnesota for some training in July years ago. Almost freeze at night.
In Minnesota?
Almost froze at night. I was just about to say Matt selling Britannica. Southwestern Company. Oldest college sales internship in the country.
Really?
They used to be like during the Civil War, they were like the traveling like dictionary salesman, and then it evolved over time.
That's pretty neat.
Let's see. Here we go. Thomas asked Ryan, you ever heard of pig squeal?
Yeah, I think so.
Cole said, simple solution, 10-game regular season. All power level 1 games, no lower division games. 16-team playoff, no buys. The problem with that, Cole, you said that's a simple solution. It's not. Because you're eliminating 2 games, it means you're eliminating 2 gate receipts.
And a lot of money.
Athletic department budgets, in large part, are set based on the ticket sales, the tradition fund, the suites from the home games. Like, why do you think we expanded to 12?
Yeah.
Why do you think they play the ridiculous games that nobody wants to ever see? Top 100, Cam Collier. First Bowman, Esteban Mejia. I think I got that one last time, too. Oh, what is this one? Blake Mitchell. This is a little green one.
Is it?
It's numbered. 7 of 99. 7 of 99, Blake Mitchell.
Sleeve that.
Oh, put him in there.
This is a good card. You're hot. This is a pretty good card.
Look, another Esteban Mejia on the same pack.
Pretty good card right here.
But the other one was like...
yeah, that one's a
chrome.
Chrome. Yeah, you don't really need the paper.
Okay.
Bro, this Blake Mitchell's a good card. So this is the numbered green grass Blake Mitchell. He's having a pretty good year.
Okay. Ask Ryan, would you rather be at the pool all day or on the links?
Oh, definitely the pool all day. I'm not a big golf guy here. Rhino's not very good at it and takes too long. I get frustrated. Anything that I'm not good at, I choose not to do.
Ask Ryan, ever been ice fishing?
I have not.
Ask Ryan. Got a signed Derek Carrillo baseball at a recent Rougarou game.
Okay.
Hold on to it.
I mean, you could sell it for $4 online, or you can hold on to it. Whatever you want to do. I mean, it's totally up to you.
Fernando Tatis. Oh, got Dylan Cruz.
Did you see him score from first?
No.
On a single yesterday?
I didn't see anything the last 5 days of my life. But look at this one. Bowman, Sterling, Ethan Holiday.
Big card. Good card.
That looks good, huh?
It's a good one. We got to sleeve that.
Sleeve it.
Muse. Base hit up the middle, like right center field, ground ball. Ground ball. Like
no error at all in center? Nothing?
Oh. He probably had to run 15 or 20 steps to get it, but like not in the gap. He was stealing, yes.
Okay.
But he scored from first.
Yeah, that's insane.
But it didn't get by him, or you look it up. It's pretty cool.
I'll have to find that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. LMFJ.com. LMFJ.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. You can get a ring by winning a World Series.
You can.
You can get a ring by winning a national championship. Or you can get a ring at Lee Michaels. If you liked it, you should have put a ring on it.
That's what she said.
And if you're going to do that, thrill her with a gift in the red box from Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. LMFJ.com. LMFJ.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. 9 locations in all. 2 of them in Baton Rouge, Corporate Boulevard right there in Bocage. And then the Mall of Louisiana. New Orleans, Lafayette, Shreveport, and online at LMFJ.com. For Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Caleb says, ask Ryan, what was your celebration when you hit Randy Johnson?
I didn't say a word. I mean, I ran to first as fast as I could and put my head down.
You said you doubled.
Yeah. Put my head down, ran to first as fast as I could, didn't say a word. I mean, you have to go to first.
AFR.
We're brought to you by South Point Volkswagen, airline just north of Highland, southpointvw.com. New and certified pre-owned in Baton Rouge and online at southpointvw.com. Southpointvw.com. Hey, get great deals going on over at South Point Volkswagen as we move through the rest of July. You're going to get great customer service as well. Love Mr. Bill and Brad and the whole Kelly, the whole team over there. Awesome. Carrie, the certified pre-owned manager. The 4th of July savings are going on all month. So even though we're now on the 24th of July, still, you got great savings, like 3.9% APR for 60 months on 2026 Taos, 3.49% for 60 months on Cross Sport. Great deals right now. Customer bonus up to $1,500 on 2026 Jetta. Shop a brand new vehicle from Louisiana's largest volume Volkswagen dealer, South Point Volkswagen. SouthPointVW.com. South Point Volkswagen, what's your direction?
My name's Mike Krumholt, and I've been with First American Bank for 4 years. What makes First American Bank special is we're able to offer all the products and services that any other big bank can offer. What sets us apart is being able to give that small town feel that someone can pick up the phone and they can talk to someone or stop by the branch and get excellent customer service.
Bayou Ford is taking $13,000 off MSRP on the new 2026 Ford F-150 trucks.
Plus the complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office protects and serves over 132,000 residents across the parish.
Keeping our community safe is our mission, and Rev Fiber plays a critical role in how we respond. Whether it's training in our special divisions, forensics investigations, or fielding emergency calls in our operations center, Rev Business connects our teams in real time, which is why we partner with Rev Business.
Get 6 months free of Rev Business services. Call or click today.
People think it's all about game day.
Let's go!
But the real work happens in the off season.
Spring practices, early lifts,
extra reps. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
So we can do what we do best.
We trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Nick DeLuca. LeBron James heading to Philadelphia. The Kings signing a 2-year, $8 million deal to join the Sixers, entering his record 24th NBA season with his 4th NBA team, searching for a 5th championship, releasing a statement on social media earlier today saying it'll be his last decision and that he believes he can help make the Sixers a championship team. Philly wins the LeBron sweepstakes, beating out the Heat, Cavs, Warriors, and others. ESPN's Vince Goodwill thinks there was a better fit available.
I thought Miami was the better basketball option from the standpoint of having Giannis, having Bam, like having that organizational know-how of a franchise that knows how to coach, how to build, how to find players.
Goodwill on the Rich Eisen Show. In the NFL, Will Greer is joining the Cowboys coaching staff as an offensive assistant, retired as a quarterback earlier in the month after signing with the Panthers before the draft, opted to retire back on July 15th.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride!
You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again. Guess who's back again.
I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
With Matt Moscona and Ryan Serio.
Hour 3, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
You so. Hoy! We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one.
Yeah.
Hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
Okay. Got a lot to do. SEC predicted order of finish. We're going to get to that. Saw you last Saturday at Drew's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to the Riots for coming. We had a great time.
It was awesome.
Mickey Mouse showed up again.
Erica did it again.
She did it again.
She did it again. My favorite part, which is tends to be always be my favorite part.
What?
Are the cookies first, and then the homemade decorations.
Oh, the decorations are.
So the snow globe that she made.
Oh man,
that was my my first favorite, and then the second favorite. Actually, the second one was my first. Was all the pictures of Drew and Santa Claus.
Here it is. Look.
Yep.
This is our front door. You can pull. This is our front door. So she made. This is our front door. So it was Drew's 12 Days of Christmas in July, and so she took pictures of Drew with Santa through his whole life, and put them like into these snow globes, and put them all over the door.
It's awesome, and it was awesome.
Look at that.
Awesome. He had one in particular where his hair was gorgeous.
It was that one.
I'm trying to think which
It was that one where he was in the hospital.
Yeah,
This one right
he had
here.
good hair. He had real good hair.
It's hard to see. Yeah.
It was good. And then highlight of the birthday party from me.
Look at that. She did Drew's 12 Days of Christmas. So each.
Oh, yeah,
like,
that was cool, too.
On the first day of Christmas, Drew would love to see Mickey Mouse at his party.
Yep.
And those all things that were like special to Drew on the 12 Days of Christmas. Shout out to Mr. Toby Tompala. He made a song. He made a 12 Days of Christmas song with those things.
Okay. I need to hear that.
Okay.
That's cool. Highlight of the party for me was Drew swimming by himself.
Yep.
And he would go from side to side, and he would tell himself, "Good job.
Good job.
Good job, Drew.
Good job. Good job."
Yep.
Like, look at this. Pull that up, Paul. Like, look at the decorations she does. It's crazy. 12. Look, there's your
my
dessert.
There's
your
the
cookies and the cake. And the cake. 12 Days of Christmas. If you're not watching, that was just like a backdrop that our friend Danae made. I mean, there's your snow globe.
There's a snow globe.
There's a snow globe.
Look how huge it is.
If you can't tell, like that's in our den, and so those are like.
Is that the hot chocolate bar right there? There was a cool hot chocolate.
To the right is the hot chocolate bar. So like she got a picture of Drew with Santa, put him in a sleigh, and made a giant snow globe that went from the ceiling. That thing was probably 5 feet tall.
Oh yeah, easy. It was huge.
It was crazy. Yep. And that's why my house just looks like Santa's workshop blew up for the last 2 months.
Yeah, good job, E-Rock. That was awesome. Well done.
Yeah, we had a good time. Good time on Drew's 12 Days of Christmas. It's after further review. We're glad to have you hanging out with us here on a Friday edition of AFR. Back from SEC Football Media Days. Earlier today, Friday, the media's projected order of finish and an SEC champion are released. So the way it works is every member of the media that's credentialed for Media Days is given an electronic ballot via email, and you're asked to fill it out. So you pick your champion, your order, your projected order, finish 1 to 16. You pick a champion, and you pick first, second, third team all SEC. And so they and then they release it on Friday. So the projected order of finish, according to the media, which in the last 34 years, by the way, that they've done this, in 34 years, the SEC has correctly predicted the eventual SEC champion just 10 times. 10 out of 34. So atrocious at this exercise. So regrets to Georgia, who the media picked to win the SEC, because that's certainly not going to happen. Georgia, Texas, Ole Miss, Texas A&M is top 4. They got LSU 5, Bama 6, Oklahoma 7, Tennessee 8. Now, one of my contentions all week long is that there are 8 fan bases, 8 programs in the conference that all think they're going to the playoff. Georgia, Texas, obviously. Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Bama were all playoff teams a year ago. Tennessee was there 2 years ago before taking a step back. They think they're going to get back this year, and obviously LSU spent $50 million on a roster and hired Lane Kiffin. They think they're getting in. Yeah. All 8 of those programs think they're going to the college football playoff. SEC ain't getting 8 teams in the playoffs. There's going to be some really disappointed teams. The bottom half, by the way, Florida 9. You can go full screen, Paulie, please. Florida 9, Missouri 10, South Carolina, Auburn, Vandy, Kentucky, State, Arkansas is how the media voted it. What stands out?
Oklahoma at 7 stands out. Ole Miss at 3 stands out. I don't think Ole Miss is the third team. I think they've got a good quarterback, a good running back. That's about it. I think Oklahoma's better than 7. I think it's hilarious that that Florida is where it is.
John Sumrall inspired a lot of confidence this week. Can you pull up a Summerall cut, like a Summerall cut? He had great energy, and he definitely has a plan. He's also made 2 very good coordinator hires. Brad White from Kentucky comes in as the defensive coordinator. Buster Faulkner from Georgia Tech comes over, and he brings his quarterback as well. So that's why there's some people who are high on Florida. And John Summerall is one. I mean, he's been to 4 conference championship games, 2 at Troy and 2 at Tulane. He's the only coach to take teams to multiple conference championship games in multiple different conferences. So I think John Summerall will do well at Florida. You have something? Just give me some Summerall.
I think a mindset of trying to help everybody in our program be the best they can be. My job as the head coach is to serve and develop everybody around me. It's not to be served. And so I wake up daily driven to help everyone in our building become their best. If everybody maximizes who they can become, then usually you have a chance to improve. That doesn't guarantee success. It just gives you the best opportunity. But
he's charismatic, easy to follow. He's a contrast to like Kalen DeBoer. I'll give Hunt Palmer credit. He had the line of the week. He goes and we go listen to Kalen DeBoer in the main room, and he goes, Kalen DeBoer has the personality of a dial tone. I mean, but it's true. Like, really? But Kalen DeBoer had Washington in the national championship game. You can be a good coach and not be a dynamic personality, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, look, there was a wonderful defensive coordinator here in Baton Rouge that just didn't say a whole lot, Now, he hadn't worked out great on the head coaching side, but, yeah, it's a heck of a coach. You don't have to be the rah-rah, guy as long as you can get the guys to play for you. Now, that's the hard part. A lot of times, you have to do that to get the guys to play hard for you, but, no, it's possible.
The interesting thing about the media vote, can you pull it back screen again, Paulie, please? The media vote and the odds makers is it basically flips Bama and Ole Miss. The odds makers have Ole Miss 6th and Bama right behind. Texas, Georgia, big gap. Then Bama, LSU, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Tennessee, like that clump is there. But the odds makers are not as high on Ole Miss as the media. And I think the media looks at Trinidad Chambliss and Kejuan Lacey coming back, and the fact that Pete Golding won a couple of playoff games, and so they're just by default, I think, assuming that Ole Miss will be good. I have a lot of reservations about Ole Miss because I put way more value on coaching. And remember, in the college football playoff, Charlie Weiss stayed with Ole Miss and called plays through the college football playoff. He's not there anymore. They brought in John David Baker, and you could say, well, he was familiar with the system. Okay. Well, Joe Sloan was familiar with what LSU was doing. And Jake Peets was familiar with the Joe Brady offense. It's like you can promote from within. You can think that you're easing a transition by having some continuity. It just doesn't always work like that. And so I think that coupled with Ole Miss's schedule, you're going to see, I think you see them take a step back this year.
Yeah, I agree. And you lost obviously the coaching, but a dynamic playmaking receiver too, and putting all the, this, man, we've been around and seen this happen so many times. When it's the running back position where he's your guy, in the schedule that those guys are going to play and the workload that guy's going to have to carry. I mean, I feel much better if it was the quarterback or the receiver, but he's going to get beat up. I mean, it's going to be tough for
him. Right or wrong, it's just Ole Miss and LSU are going to be compared against each other. And Q Myers was on Game Night. He's an ESPN national guy. He does local radio out in Vegas, but he does ESPN national as well. And it was just an interesting perspective because he talked about why people sort of nationally outside of this LSU Ole Miss bubble, why they're sort of siding with Ole Miss.
He literally made Ole Miss a team that if you didn't have a dog in the fight, you were like, you know what? I want Ole Miss to win. I mean, like, he made Ole Miss, to me, must-watch TV. He made Trinidad Chambliss, without trying to, one of the biggest names in college football, to the point where we're so fired up that he's back this year, and we're talking about him as potentially, the best returning quarterback in college football. he wrote the storyline for him. So really, honestly, they could tip the cap and say, the way you left us wasn't cool, but the rest of the country really caught on. That's what happens in the playoffs. This year, you know what people are going to do Saturday morning at the barbershop? Hey, Q, put Ole Miss on. They literally are on the map more than they ever were for outsiders.
It would be interesting to see if that lasts. They got to win for it to last, and I just don't think they're going to win quite as much. That September 19th game, we'll talk about it a bunch, but Ole Miss opens up with Louisville. They go out of conference, and they host LSU. So they're pretty early with divergent paths. Those two programs might be taken. All right, it's after further review. We are brought to you by Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. Windows, doors, siding, shutters, and shades. Relief Windows, ReliefWindows.com. Many thanks to Brandon Holly and the gang. Relief Windows was one of our presenting sponsors of our SEC Media Days coverage all week down in Tampa, Florida. And they are a proud partner of LSU Athletics. ReliefWindows.com. You want energy-efficient replacement windows to help lower your energy bills? ReliefWindows.com. Beautiful entry doors to showcase the front of your home? ReliefWindows.com. Shutters, shades, they do it all at Relief Windows. ReliefWindows.com. Check them out online, Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. Okay. We got to open some more cards because I have a few packs. You have a whole box you need to open.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about the Saints who get to training camp on Tuesday. We're going to get to that coming up as well. Steve Sarkisian. Steve Sarkisian basically admitted they cut players and named names. We're in college. You're going to hear that coming up as well. And we'll have Ask Ryan to wrap up the show. So get your questions in. Stay here. It's AFR.
After further review.
We're brought to you by Watermark Baton Rouge and Renaissance Baton Rouge. Renaissance is right there on Bluebonnet near I-10. It's where the LSU football Tigers stay on the Friday before home games. Hey, if LSU football can move its entire operation into Renaissance the day before a home game, players, coaches, staff, team meetings, team meals, the whole thing, they can host your event as well. Allison Crump is the event coordinator over at Watermark and Renaissance. So if you're thinking of hosting an event, a fundraiser, an awards banquet, a social, a mixer, a board meeting, a wedding reception, whatever it is. We launched LouisianaSports.net at Renaissance Baton Rouge. Did my show there. We had a mixer as well. Invited the listeners to come out. It was great. They can host you. So call Allison Crump over at Renaissance Baton Rouge. Got a big event coming up. You want to be at Watermark or Renaissance Baton Rouge.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the new 2025 Jeep Wrangler with $18,000 off MSRP.
$18,000 off Jeep Wrangler plus the 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Raising Cane's is raising $1 million on National Chicken Finger Day for Chuck's charity, Kickstart Kids. Join us July 27th and help us continue Chuck Norris's legacy.
Chuck was a personal friend of Todd and the brand, and I know this would have meant the world to him.
Community sailing is all about getting people in the New Orleans area out on boats, out on Lake Pontchartrain. Gulf Coast Bank helps us provide opportunities to get folks out who might not otherwise have the financial means to come sailing. Auctions in August is an online fundraiser that helps nonprofits like us service the community. Bidding through Auctions in August is a lot of fun because there's so many different items. There's something for everyone, so you're sure to find something that relates directly to you that you'll enjoy bidding on, and you get to help out the community.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at ReliefWindows.com. By the way, we do shutters too.
At Southern Classic Chicken, we take pride in serving the freshest, seasoned, and marinated hand-breaded fried chicken. Drive through today and pick up a family box or one of our classic combos and enjoy a true Southern Classic. Order online and download our loyalty app to start earning those crispy and juicy rewards. Loyalty matters.
I've been in banking for over 35 years. I usually start about 7:30 in the morning, and I usually leave somewhere around 5, or if customers need me to meet them at their house or their business places, I don't mind going after hours. I have done churches, subdivisions, retail centers, hospitals, and nursing homes. And that's why we chose to live in this community, because of the values First American Bank has, that I can serve my community and my customers.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Everybody, get your roll on.
All right, we got to talk about some Saints here in a minute. Let's open a pack. You do one, I'll do one.
Okay.
You haven't done any of yours yet.
I know. I'm holding out.
Shout out to Miss Nikki. Why are you holding out?
I want to watch you, but I mean, you don't have to tell me with a good time. Let's see what we got.
I mean, you got packs. I got packs. We got to get rolling here.
I went in there to go see Nikki today. She wasn't in there. I don't know what she was doing.
I don't know. All right. Brady House, Ronald Acuna, Ellie De La Cruz. Oh, this looks like a good one. What is this? Under the Radar. Ryan Waldschmidt. Look at that one.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
UR10.
He might be okay.
UR10.
UR10, Under the Radar? This looks like a little insert.
Juan Torres, first Bowman. Thomas White, Chrome. Hey, I got Bear Jones, first Bowman.
There he is. There's the Bear.
Ethan Holiday. All right. What you got? What you got over there?
Mookie Betts, Electric Slugger.
Let's go.
You can have that one. I already got it.
What? All right, thanks. Super valuable.
Here's your Rookie of the Year.
Who is it? Who you got? Hey.
Here's your Rookie of the Year, bud.
Oh, Kevin McGonigal.
Yep.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Shortstop, Chrome.
Rookie of the Year.
You don't want it?
I got no. You got. I have that one too. Then I've got a.
So they're not worth anything.
Well, not today, but he's going to win Rookie of the Year, and he's going to be a good player, and you never know. He's actually a very, very good player.
Okay. So, Jared Jones wearing number 82 in his Pirates uniform.
That's his spring training picture.
So weird.
If I had to guess, and
number 82.
So my first number.
Don't you have
was 94.
Oh God. There was one jersey. We did a show at Pluckers years ago. When do you remember this? You came in full Cubs uniform, like in the Cubs, the home whites, the pinstripes.
Yeah, helmet.
Had the helmet,
cup,
the whole thing. Well, you brought me a uniform as well to wear.
Did.
I think it was in 16 when the Cubs were in the World Series, if I remember this correctly. I can't remember why we decided to do this, but we did. It was a Friday at Pluckers on Bluebonnet, RIP. And you brought me a uniform to wear as well, and I had the gray pants and the blue top, and it was like number 67 or something like that.
It was a spring train.
It was a 60s jersey.
And it sucks because they give you those big numbers, and then everybody knows you stink. So.
Hey, Gage Jump, top 100. Chrome.
Oh, action.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
It's good. Miguel Mendez, first Bowman. J.R. Ritchie. Good ones. There's Ryan Waldschmidt again. Okay, good. What you got over there?
So these are good. So the red
Who's out
rookie.
here ripping packs.
So the red rookie. So you got the red right there.
Yeah.
So this is a redemption card.
What does that mean?
Means if this guy wins Rookie of the Year, you send it in and they give you something.
Oh.
Some things, credits and.
What if you don't want to send it?
Then
It sounds like they just want to get it back.
Yeah. Then you keep it and whatever. Although Connolly Early, I don't think is going to win Rookie of the Year, but not everybody has red rookies. So
he's had a great year though, man, until like the injury aspect of it. I mean, yeah, he was doing great.
Okay. Muse is giving us. He's a Boston Red Sox.
Now
Muse
this
is giving us
guy,
this big head shake, like nope.
No, the injury kind of wrecked that.
So this guy, say his name.
Wien Lin.
I call him Wayne. What if I called him? If I played with him, I'd call him Wayne.
Why?
I think he's Korean. Let's see. Chinese Taipei.
Oh, look, your favorite player in the world, Cal Raleigh.
There he is, the big dumper.
The big dumper. Oh, Electric Sluggers, Aaron Judge.
We got to sleeve that one.
Is that a good one?
Yeah, we got to sleeve that.
Feels like that's a good one.
Yeah.
Roldy Brito, first Bowman. Xavier Nyans. Chrome.
Yeah, we got to sleeve that. We got to sleeve the. We got to sleeve the Judge. Do we know when Judge is coming back? Does anybody know? Is he ever going to play baseball again?
I don't know, dude.
Or no?
I'm so mad.
Muse, let's talk for a minute about this winning streak that the Red Sox were on. How about
That was a blast, man.
Is that unbelievable?
I've never expected that at all.
Shut
like
up!
at all.
We're talking about a miserable baseball season.
20-3 since June 25th.
LSU doesn't make the postseason. Judge gets hurt. The Yankees face plant, and friggin' Boston wins 1 million games in a row.
They win every
Kick
game in
rocks,
a row.
losers. Sick of it. This baseball season sucks. Over this baseball season. All right, what you got? Oh, I got a green thing over here.
Green's good.
Oh, look. Oh, a numbered Aaron Judge. 173 out of 399.
You're pretty hot.
A good one?
That's a good one.
Sleeve him.
You're pretty hot, dude. Yeah, we gotta top load this guy.
What you mean?
We gotta put this one in plastic.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
Look at your boy. I made like $8 ripping packs here on Fridays.
And see, you said you're over this baseball season. This is a great thing for your baseball season.
You never know what's going to happen when this guy comes back, if he comes back.
You were just saying, is Aaron Judge ever going to play baseball?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now I should be really excited.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to come back or not. And then what's the pitcher that's so good? Garrett Cole? Does he play for the? Yeah. Yeah, he's back though too, right? But does he stink or no? Oh. You're over the Yanks.
I'm over them.
So you can be buying Chihuili a bottle of bourbon?
No, because the Cubs stink too. Like I was looking at some projections for the rest of the season, and the Cubs are actually down from their preseason projection. The Yankees are even with their preseason projection. So,
Red Sox Dodgers World
long
Series.
season, bro. Long season. All right, it's after further review. Thanks for hanging out with us here. We are brought to you by the Williamson Eye Center, 924-2020, 924-2020. Tell me if you get something good. In the meantime, Williamson Eye, 924-2020. Shout out to my guy, Dr. Blake Williamson. I shared it with you. Saw a post earlier this week. He was in Australia presenting at an Australian ophthalmology conference because he was the first ophthalmologist in the world to perform this particular procedure, so they flew him down there to go present on it.
Really?
Yeah. He's a guy. Here you go. Dr. Williamson in Australia this week, representing our practice and our country, Rocky Balboa style. He was honored to be one of just 8 surgeons representing the U.S. at the Australian Society of Cataract and Refractive Surgeons. He lectured during the lens knockout rounds on the Odyssey toric intraocular lens for cataract and lens replacement surgery, which he was the first surgeon in the world to implant after its commercial release in Australia.
Oh, wow. Didn't he go to every good college on the planet, too?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I think he was at Johns Hopkins. He was in New York. Went somewhere in London as well. Yeah. Dude's a guy.
Here, you should take this one.
Great dude. What is that?
Roman Anthony.
Williamson Eye Center. Yeah. 924-2020 or williamsoneye.com. Okay.
Yeah, you need that one.
So we're getting a good little collection here now.
Yeah, getting you going.
Since we gave away all my cards to the kids at Attraction Fest.
Man, they loved it, though.
They did. They loved it. It brought so much joy to me.
Yeah, that was the highlight of that.
So Terrio went attic diving, took all my baseball cards. I told him there was nothing of value in there. He wanted to sort through them anyway. And as I told him,
he was right.
There was nothing of value in there. And so at Traction Fest, he brought all my cards. I didn't even know y'all were doing this. Somebody brought them, just put them on a table, and all the kids just went through them and took all my cards, which was great. It brought me so much joy to see those kids get joy out of that, which was a great hobby of mine that I enjoyed as a kid.
It was the highlight of the thing. Yeah, they loved it.
Either that was the highlight, or all the moms just absolutely chugging neutrals all night was the highlight. It was one of the other.
Shout out to Traction.
All the baseball moms just going ham on neutrals and daiquiris.
Shout out to Traction and their liquor license.
On a Tuesday night.
Attaboys.
That's what we do. That's it. All right, it's after further review. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. I wanted to get to some Saints stuff here. Like, training camp for the Saints starts next week, and a few veterans I want to keep an eye on, but we're a little short on time. So quickly, actually, let's do this instead. So I teased this. This was Steve Sarkisian Thursday on Feinbaum's show. And this clip has gotten a lot of attention, and some of the players that Sark has mentioned have actually clapped back at him on social media. But he named names, effectively admitting, they cut players to create cap space.
You know, I think in this day and age of the portal and high school, you've got to have the ability to be strategic and to make the moves we make, to bring in a Cam Coleman, to bring in a Hollywood Smothers, to bring in a Raleek Brown, to bring in a Mike Masunis at tight end. Well, we had to let DeAndre Moore go. We had to let Parker Livingstone go. We had to let Trey Wisner go. We had to let C.J. Baxter go. I mean, so this wasn't like we just kept acquiring. We had to let some pretty good players leave to create the cap space to bring those guys in. And I think strategically, you know, there were some tough decisions to make, but we made them, and I think we all can agree we're better around Arch today than we were a year ago at this time.
What do you think?
Absolutely misstep right there. Yeah.
Why?
You don't, I mean, come on, man. You don't.
So in pro sports.
I mean, I say that. I mean, my first reaction is, you don't say that because it's college. But, I mean, they're getting paid. So, like, I guess you do.
You're managing a cap.
It would still bother me as a player, though, if my manager in professional sports named names. Like, he could have just as easily said we had to let some players go. Some really good players, you know, in order to do what we needed to do. Like, he didn't have to specifically name names. And I guarantee you he probably thinks he should have handled that a little bit differently. That's not a hard thing to do, man. You can get your point across. I understand what he's trying to say. And he's probably right, but he didn't have to name names.
It was bizarre to hear him actually say the names. Yeah. That was the crazy thing. Like Wisner, Baxter, Moore. I mean, to like name the names of the players that they let go. I mean, he's acknowledging to you that these are no longer long-term contracts. They're one-year deals. They just didn't re-sign these guys. And so they left and went elsewhere. And I wonder if maybe part of it is Sark playing a little offense there, saying, look, these guys didn't leave our program. We made the decision to let them go so we can get our roster better. Because the perception is, right or wrong, guys go in the portal, they're leaving you. They want to go get more money because you can't afford them, or they want a better opportunity. What Sark's saying is, no, we reallocated funds to get better players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yes and no, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you name the names. It's just kind of a respect thing, but whatever.
What is your kid?
Yeah, I mean, again, like my first reaction is I think probably the kid's first reaction, and everybody's like, you can get your point across without saying the names.
Yeah, I tend to agree. All right, it's after further review. Quick break, come back, little Saints talk, and then we'll wrap up the week with Ask Ryan. Stay here at AFR.
After further review.
Get Gordon. Get it done. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. If you've been injured in an accident, it's not your fault. Do what injured people in our state have done for 3 decades. Get Gordon and get it done. Remember, yes, at Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys, they deal with car wrecks, with big truck wrecks if you've been in an accident. But it's not just necessarily car wrecks or big truck wrecks. It's all different kinds of injuries that could pop up. Offshore, maritime, workers' comp, slip and fall, neglect, explosion, fire injuries. If you've been injured in an accident, it's not your fault. You want the best. A team with attorneys that are local in your market, no matter where your market is in Louisiana. Get Gordon and get it done. You can call 888-8888, 888-8888, 888-8888, or go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
People think it's all about game day, but the real work happens in the off season. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FML Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
We trust the lake.
My name is Mike Krumholt, and I've been with First American Bank for 4 years. What makes First American Bank special is we're able to offer all the products and services that any other big bank can offer. What sets us apart is being able to give that small town feel that someone can pick up the phone and they can talk to someone or stop by the branch and get excellent customer service.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock. Home of LSU sports since 1998. And rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. To join our VIP fan club, text ROCK to 225-499-9898. Eagle 98.1, the rock station.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. No, the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
She got her hands on her knees and then her bows on her thigh. She like to twerk and that's for certain cause I can see how she fly. She got me hyper on the bite right now, yeah, yeah. Say, ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Look at Shorty Snell, make that thing clap. Those in the club, spinning those when it's bad.
All right, we're going to get to Ask Ryan and wrap up the week in about 10 minutes from right now. So get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, text 225-396-4400, 396-4400. 396-4400. I want to remind you, if you missed any of our content from SEC Football Media Days, you can catch it all online, on demand, presented by Breck Golf. Book your tee time at golf.breck.org. All of our LSU player interviews, great media guests over the course of the week. All of our reactions, it's up, it's online, it's on every social platform, so please go check it out and enjoy all the content from this week at SEC Football Media Days. New Orleans Saints will open training camp next week, and pretty excited about it. For the first time, quite honestly, since Drew Brees retired, I'm optimistic about the New Orleans Saints. There was a guy at Radio Row this week at SEC Media Days who's a Saints fan. He's like, man, why are you always so pessimistic about the Saints? I'm like, what reason do I have to be optimistic?
It's true.
They haven't made the playoffs in 5 years. They had the worst cap situation in the league. They kept trying to force feed us Andy Dalton and Derek Carr as the answer. It was maddening to watch. This is the first time I look and I go, okay, they've got their cap situation stabilized. They'll actually have cap space next season. Seems like they've got a quarterback they can build around. We'll see what Tyler Shuck's ceiling is. And we're going to get a better picture of what that ceiling is because they went and got him weapons this year. You went and drafted Oscar Delp. You went and drafted Jordan Tyson. You added Travis Etienne to get a dynamic running back, an NFL 1,000-yard rusher. You helped fix your offensive line by bringing in David Edwards. Like, we're going to find out. Like, if Shuck stinks, we're going to find out. Because you have a good line. They've drafted bookend tackles with first-round picks. You have a good line, dynamic pass catchers, with speed, size, agility, slot, wide, tight end. I mean, they should be. I'm optimistic this year for the New Orleans Saints. I don't know that I'm sitting here telling you they're going to be a contender, like a Super Bowl contender or an NFC contender, but is this a team that in year 2 with Shuck and Kellen Moore can find their way in a weak division to go 9-8 and win the division and host a playoff game? Yeah. I mean, I think that's a possibility for this team, and I'm excited to see it. And for training camp, I tend to look at position battles in training camp because going into a training camp and you're looking at the 53, every year there's guys who are like, they have a roster spot no matter what. Like Tyler Shuck's got a roster spot. You're starting offensive line. They're all going to make the team no matter what. Kool-Aid McKinstry's got a roster. You know what I mean? Like, go down the list, Chris Olave and Jordan Tyson. Like, guys that have a roster spot. So it might be a thing where you go into camp and there's 3, 4, 5 spots that guys are actually competing for. But the fascinating thing for me is always the veterans that are fighting for their jobs. Because sometimes you can assume a veteran player is going to have a spot, but like you can speak to this as a pro athlete. If an organization is doing their job, every year they're trying to find someone better than you.
Yeah, they want to try to replace you. Yep.
Like they're actively trying to replace you every year. Because if you're just assuming that the guy you have is the best option, now look, if you have Patrick Mahomes, right, obviously it's your guy. But you're never staying the same. You're getting better, you're getting worse. Mike D'Attilio used to tell us that all the time, and he's right. So, like, I look at guys, and I'll give you one on each side of the ball. Kendre Miller, to me, this is a guy that was a former third-round pick under Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen clearly grew to dislike Kendre Miller, and he's had some bad injury luck. But last year in preseason and the beginning of the season through training camp, Kendre Miller was looking explosive, like the guy they drafted out of TCU. And then he has the injury and he misses the whole season. Well, they went and signed Travis Etienne, and they re-signed Alvin Kamara. And they got some young backs like Audric Estime who played well at the end of last season. So, and you got Devin Neal who you drafted last year. Kendre Miller's got to go make the team.
Mm-hmm.
Former third-round pick, like you expect third-round picks to make your team and be contributors. Like he may not make this team. He has a lot on him. And I mean, I'll tell you the other one that I will be so interested in is that linebacker is Pete Werner. Because they have kind of quietly gone and made a lot of investment at that position. I know DeMario Davis is gone. That just is crushing to me. And everybody knows I've talked about it ad nauseum. But it signals, and they brought in Caden Ellis from free agency, but it signals where they're trying to get younger. And Pete Werner is in year 6, and he's a good player, but he's never really elevated to being a great player. He's 27 years old. He had 50 tackles a season ago, just 2 sacks. And when you look at, he played all 17 games a year ago, but prior to that, he has not played a full season. He played in just 13 games in 24. He missed a game in 23. He missed 5 games in 2022. He missed 2 games in 2021. So last year was the first year of his career in five years that he played a full season. And he's a productive player, but not a massively, he's never had a 100-tackle season. And so you go look at the linebacker room, and late in the season last year, they started to work Danny Stutzman, who they drafted out of Oklahoma, who's a tackling machine, and Isaiah Stallbird into the rotation as not just special teams guys, but guys that were actually playing meaningful defensive snaps. And it felt very much like an audition for those guys. So could I see a world where Danny Stutzman and Jalen Ford and Isaiah Stallbird all make the team opposite Caden Ellis? Yeah. I don't know that I would necessarily predict Pete Werner not to make the team, but I do think Pete Werner has it's a big training camp for him. At 27 years old, they're clearly trying to get younger. There's some dynamic players that they've invested draft picks in. 2 guys, one on each side of the ball, former Saints draft picks, high draft picks, that I think have a lot on the line in this training camp. One being Kendre Miller on offense, and then Pete Werner on the defensive side of the ball. Those are definitely 2 guys I'll be watching when camp starts. You ever get into a position battle like where they were clearly bringing in someone younger behind you to beat you?
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. And it's from a veteran standpoint, you almost want that pressure and that heat to kind of ramp up a little bit. But it's interesting how you kind of the angle you took there, because it seems like the last few years it wasn't the competition battle and that there was good players. It was like who's going to play where, like what capable bodies do you have to do this? So to your point, when you first started, it's a different feel, and it's a different type of optimism you have for the Saints. If you're a veteran though, and you go in and you know that they have those guys coming behind you, for me, it was the last few years, a little bit different in baseball than it is football, just because the contracts are guaranteed, and so if you sign a big league deal, like, you're on the team, so you don't have to necessarily worry about that. It's really just playing time as far as that goes. But I've never gone into camp as a non-roster invitee trying to make a team. I've always gone into camp, with a roster spot. But I've seen plenty of those guys that do that. It's a stressful thing. But I will say the guys that have been there always have a leg up. So, familiarity, knowing the folks in the building and around there. I mean, they tend to have a leg up on the young guys. So, it's a good spot to be in. I think a mixture of the veteran plus the young guys is probably the smartest thing to do. I feel like Pete Werner's been around for 100 years. Just when you just
5
say
years. This is your 6th.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's also kind of bald too, so he looks way older. Yeah. But it's interesting just looking at that spot. Scott Shanley was that guy. When Sean Payton showed up, they traded for Shanley from Dallas, and every single year it was that linebacker core with Shanley, Fujita, Mark Simoneau, and every year they brought in guys at linebacker to try to take Scott Shanley's job, and every year he kept throwing him out the boat, and he stuck around, won a Super Bowl, played 10 years in the NFL, and it feels like Pete Werner is on that track right now with the Saints. So we'll see it get started next week with Saints opening up training camp. All right, it's after further review, Friday edition of AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center, DonJuanBatonRouge.com. Go smoke some stogies, get you some sticks, enjoy them there at Don Juan, or pop next door to the Don Juan Cigar Company. Get them, take them home, and enjoy them there. DonJuanBR.com. DonJuanBR.com. When I got our final break, wrap up with Ask Ryan next.
AFR.
All right, you said it's a bajillion degrees outside, right?
It is, man. Yes.
You walked from your whip and your nene into the parish office, and you were sweating.
I had a little sweat. Mm-hmm.
What happens if the AC is out of your house?
Oh, I'm going to the Renaissance.
Love that.
Yeah.
Or
I'm calling River City.
You can call River City's 1 hour. 752-0001, 752-0001, 752-0001. I do want to remind you that it's Friday, so tomorrow's Saturday, which means it's the weekend. And if your AC goes out on the weekend, you don't have to wait till Monday. You have to sit in a hot house over the weekend and then get first in line for Monday. Just call River City's 1 hour air, because they work nights, holidays, and weekends. And they don't charge you extra to come out nights, holidays, and weekends. So if you got an issue with your AC, give our friends at River City's 1 hour air a call. 752-0001, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Want to play baseball or softball like the pros? Then join me this Thursday at Marucci's Hitter's House on Seagan. We'll be broadcasting AFR live, so come take some hacks in the cages and meet our friends over at Marucci, the official bat of Major League Baseball at Marucci's Hitter's House.
People think it's all about game day.
Let's go!
But the real work happens in the off season.
Spring practices, early lifts,
Extra reps. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
so we can do what we do best.
We trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Hey everybody, Drew Brees here. Over the years, I've learned that the best teams are built on trust, preparation, and doing things the right way. That's one of the reasons I'm excited to announce that the Breeze Dream Foundation and I are partnering with Parish Construction and Roofing.
If you're looking for work, look no further than River Parish Contractors. So many reasons to go to work with my friends at River Parish Contractors. Look, first and foremost, overtime. If you want to work overtime, you can work as much overtime as you possibly want at River Parish Contractors. They got it. You can have it. You want to work day shifts or night shifts? You can do that. You want to work night shift when it's cooler? Great. River Parish Contractors. All of PTO, great benefits. All of the work is local as well. So one of the things they love to say at River Parish Contractors is you will be at home with your family every night for dinner. You want to go watch your kids' ball games? You can do that when you work at River Parish Contractors. From Chalmette to Baton Rouge, of course, the shop is right there in Reserve. You can always learn more at rpcontractors.com, rpcontractors.com. Check out the careers page right now at River Parish Contractors, online at rpcontractors.com.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Down the stretch we come, final segment here on a Friday edition of AFR, heading into the weekend. Wrap up a little Ask Ryan. You done with your cards?
I'm done.
What'd you get? Anything good?
We got an Andrew Tess to $2.99.
Okay.
Prospect for the Baltimore Orioles, and then Colt Emerson, who I really like, shortstop for Seattle.
Let's go.
Yeah, I like Colt Emerson. Signed a monster deal, got called up. Young guy. Just a young guy.
I need to put that gauge down.
You need to put the gauge. Yeah, you need to get that one in some plastic.
All right. Get your questions in. What's your question? Oh, that'd be a good thing, Muse. We could pull that up in honor of our good bud, Will Wade. Just shredding Cobble. Why is Cobble always the one that gets shredded? Will Wade, Brian Kelly. Anybody else shred Cobble? Jay Johnson probably did it at some point too. Oh, how about the Milam thing?
Oh, the side eye? Yeah, the little side eye that Jay gave
There's
him?
no reality where Milam's come back and Jay's like, well, we already got a deal done.
Oh, man.
It's been done.
Come on,
Cobble.
Come on, bro.
Went to Burns Steakhouse in Tampa. Oh, you and I haven't talked about Tampa yet. You love Tampa.
I love Tampa. I think Tampa's great. It's a really cool.
Tampa was first time I've ever been. Beautiful. The whole area on the water and everything is gorgeous city. I get why people go live there, retire there, or whatever. We went to Burns Steakhouse, which is apparently like super famous and like really well known. A little overrated.
Wow. But most of the time that's the case though.
Very experiential. It's like a castle, this exposed brick, red lights. It's like old, this old art, and then they give you a tour of the place, like walk you through the kitchen and the wine cellar, which is really cool.
That is cool.
They have this whole separate place for dessert upstairs, so you go to the dessert room. So it's very experiential. It feels a lot overdone. I just want the best steak of my life. And so that's what I'm hunting. And it was okay. And we had several different. We did family style. We had some Chateaubriand. Had some ribeye. It was good. I'm not saying it was bad. It was good, but it's not the best steak.
There's a hotel in Tampa that we used to stay at that's legitimately haunted. Like famous for being haunted.
Okay.
And we used to stay there, and I cannot remember the name of it. I need to look it up. I'm assuming y'all didn't stay there.
No,
Did you see any ghosts?
We stayed at the JW Marriott, Water Street. I did not see any ghosts.
Let me see if I can.
Hey, why is this one have like? Why is that one different from the other one? See, that one looks like it's got like some. See, like the little.
It does, because that's a special one.
More so than these.
That's called a reptilian.
Okay. Put him in a little sleeve as well. Erica's gonna be so mad at me if I start collecting baseball cards. Actually, she won't care.
Le Meridien.
Le Meridien, yeah. Le Meridien is a
haunted hotel.
It's a Marriott property.
Numerous guest stories center around former prisoners and gangsters and courtroom tragedies.
Oh.
Guests have reported unexplained footsteps, voices, doors opening on their own. Man, apparitions in the hallway.
Eric, ask Ryan, favorite sports video game?
Madden, for sure.
Terry says, hey, Ryan, Parrish is changing my roof and gutters next week. Can you send an autographed Parrish cap with the crew?
I sure can. I'd like to need to know your name. I can do that. We do a couple. Yeah, we can do that. Easy.
Ask Ryan, which baseball card do you think you have of the most value? From Brad.
Ooh, man, I've got a Mickey Mantle. It's pretty valuable. Gosh. Jordan. I've got a couple Jordans that are really valuable.
Ryan, you're getting him in the card game. LMAO, slowly but surely awakening a sleeping beast.
I'm working hard at it. If you guys only knew the discussions we had off air.
What discussions do we have?
I hate cards. I'm not doing it. Those.
See you Monday.
AFR.
As we get on down the road, man, what happened there? Brought to you by First South Farm Credit. FirstSouthFarmCredit.com. FirstSouthFarmCredit.com. What's it like hunting on a deer lease?
Anytime in the woods is great, but when it's not yours, Matt, it just, you kind of feel like you're borrowing, right? So, and you're kind of scared to shoot certain animals because it's not yours.
You've told me that before.
Yeah, that's a thing.
You got to leave it for the owner, right?
You should. I mean, that's the right thing
etiquette.
Yeah, you should.
So what if you were the owner?
Well, then you do whatever you want. You can walk around naked if you want.
Naked. Not
Buck
naked.
Naked.
Naked. Well, to own your own piece of property, First South Farm Credit can help. FirstSouthFarmCredit.com. See, at First South Farm Credit, for more than 100 years, they've done one thing since 1916. Help Louisianians buy land. FirstSouthFarmCredit.com. FirstSouthFarmCredit.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the new 2025 Jeep Wrangler with $18,000 off MSRP.
$18,000 off Jeep Wrangler plus the 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hey everybody, Drew Brees here. Over the years, I've learned that the best teams are built on trust, preparation, and doing things the right way. That's one of the reasons I'm excited to announce that the Breeze Dream Foundation and I are partnering with Parrish Construction and Roofing. Together, we are committed to helping families prepare for hurricane season. That's why Parrish Construction and Roofing, the Breeze Dream Foundation, and WAFB are partnering to provide one capital area family with a brand new fortified roof. Visit WAFB.com/contest to enter the giveaway and view official rules and eligibility requirements. Because stronger homes build stronger communities.
Community sailing is all about getting people in the New Orleans area out on boats, out on Lake Pontchartrain. Gulf Coast Bank helps us provide opportunities to get folks out who might not otherwise have the financial means to come sailing. Auctions in August is an online fundraiser that helps nonprofits like us service the community. Bidding through Auctions in August is a lot of fun because there's so many different items. There's something for everyone, so you're sure to find something that relates directly to you that you'll enjoy bidding on, and you get to help out the community.
People think it's all about game day, but the real work happens in the off season. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FML Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
We trust the lake.
I'm Billy Schmidt, and I've been with First American Bank for 13 years. I have a passion of getting to know customers, getting to know their journeys, getting to know their stories, and being a small part of that, and just continuing that, and taking those relationships and expanding out into the community, just to make First American a household name. And people look at us and say, hey, what's special about you guys? You're part of a family.
At Southern Classic Chicken, we take pride in serving the freshest, seasoned, and marinated hand-breaded fried chicken. It's so good, it's wrong. Choose from a variety of classic sides like our zesty Cajun seasoned fries, savory red beans and rice, or sweet corn grits. Drive through today and pick up a family box or one of our classic combos and enjoy a true Southern classic. Order online and download our loyalty app to start earning those crispy and juicy rewards. Loyalty matters.